Hello, gamers. Good evening, y'all. Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing? Yeah, back for day 2. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. I slept in. And oh gosh, I needed to give myself a couple hours to like wake up because I hate going live with like very low energy. So I had to wake up. Sorry, I slept in, but I'm here. That's what really matters. Okay, that's what really matters. Wait, the flashbang didn't work. Why didn't it work? Huh? Why didn't the flashbang work? It should work. Scammed. Yeah, you got scammed. Wait, let me see if I can fix that for you. But hold on. Yeah, dudes. Thanks so much. Oh, Jesus. Thanks so much for tuning in for another stream. Appreciate it, y'all. Wait, none of the things are working. Hold on. Let me try reopening Touch Portal. It might be a little fucked. Tell you what, I'll redeem it all myself. That way it can actually work. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's broken. Give me a sec. All right. So what do we have? We have Boba. Hey, thanks for the follow. Okay, so we have Boba. Let me redeem that real quick. Where the fuck's Boba at? I have quite a bit of chat to through. Okay, first I gotta do the fucking flashback. Wait, it's on cooldown. Hold on. God dang, I hate Twitch. We're so. Oh. Sorry, dudes, I'm a little distracted. My redemptions already aren't working, so I gotta get that sorted out really quick before we continue. Let's see. No points. All right. All right, so we're gonna start off with flashbang. Oh goodness, yeah, we're gonna start off with this one, okay? So thanks for the redemption. Let me get this one going real quick. Wait, I gotta save it. Hold on. All right, here it comes. Yeah, thanks for the redemption. Appreciate it. Wait, it's not working. Why isn't it working? No way, dude. Am I gonna have to delete all this? Or turn everything off for today? Damn it. Maybe my touch portal isn't connecting to Twitch. Let me try that. Twitch. I don't think it's connected. Hold on. Fucking hell. This should work by default. It should always be working. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see. Work now? Maybe? Work now?
Throwing flashbang.
There it is. Oh, fucking hell. All right. It's working. All right, so I have a couple to I have a couple to get going real quick, and then we can continue with the stream. So there's your redemption for that. Let me put the limit back on. Jesus. And what were the other ones? Hold on. The other ones were Boba, Bonk. And I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I'll get those out for you really quick. Sorry, I'm not like I'm a little scuffed with it. You'll have to forgive me. I have a keybind for Boba, but I just forget what the fuck it is. So I'm just gonna do a redemption instead. Okay, here it comes. Here comes the Boba. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. Okay, good. All right, we're almost done. I got one more to do. And then I'll do my intro. Sorry. I didn't expect it to be broken. Why? The last one was, what was it? Bonk. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. All right, here we go. Bonk, 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 bonk. There we go. Okay, everything's working again. Good. Okay. Put the cooldown back on. All right. I'm no longer stun locked. Dudes, thanks so much for tuning in yet again for another stream. 2 days in a row. I know it's unlike me. It should be like me, but it's unfortunately unlike me. But yeah. Glad you guys came around. I do apologize for being a little late to the stream. I slept in today, but I'm all right. Too many hot VTubers to follow, bro. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Well, hold on, let me catch up with chat really quick. Okay, yo, Senti, buddy, thanks so much for tuning in for the first time. Hope you have a good time, man. We do a little bit of hanging out here. We have some hot takes. We have a good time. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Monday. I'm so sorry it's a little late. It's like 8 p.m. Eastern for me right now, so it's a tad late. But nonetheless, we're still gonna get our stream in, and we're gonna have a good time. Okay. What are we doing today? I'm actually gonna do a little bit of leveling today, okay? After talking about Machinist last night, I started feeling a little nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie, and I kind of want to level it up a little bit, especially since I have this this new AoE scattergun. It looks cool as fuck. You pull out a fucking pump and on the target. It looks really fucking cool, and I want to use it some more, so I'm gonna start queuing up for a couple dungeons here and there, get some leveling in before tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm not sure if I'll be getting Oh, Luster, buddy, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back, gamer. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'll be raiding day 1 tomorrow. Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. I'm actually raiding with a couple groups. I'm raiding with my main group a couple months later because I think 1 or 2 people in the group unfortunately cannot raid like right away. So we're gonna wait like a month or 2, and so their schedule can clear up, and then we'll do ultimate with them.
Your streams are so entertaining. I found you through your adventure plate on Twitter. Keep up the great work, Less Than 3.
Will, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits, man. Thank you so much for the kind words as well, man. Thank you. Hopefully the adventure plate doesn't get me in trouble. I do have an announcement to make regarding the adventure plate, okay? Another reason why I took a little longer to go live today was because I was changing my plate so I could idle in what's this place called? Charlian. This is my favorite place in the game right now, and I love idling here. But with the action that the GMs have been taking on people with loot plates, I don't really want to get in trouble. I know it's meant to be a joke, but some people don't find it very funny, and I can respect that. That's perfectly reasonable. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, wow, why are you getting mad at my stupid joke plate? It is what it is. So I changed it. I still have it. You know, for anyone who's interested, I might show it once in a blue moon or something. But here's what we have right now. Here's what we have right now. You know, I needed something, so I changed it. But yeah, there you go. a more safe for work plate. Unfortunately, I had to change it. Horny? Yeah, dude, it's still technically horny, but just in a different way. Much better. What are you talking about? This is so much worse. But I'll have to do it for now. But rip the legendary plate. It didn't go anywhere. I actually still have it. Listen, it's too good to throw away. I'll always keep it. I just can't show it to the public all the time like I used to because I'll get fucking slammed and I have too much to lose on this account. But yeah, regarding ultimate, tomorrow's a big ass day. For anyone who will be progging ultimate tomorrow or the weeks to come, good luck to you all. I hope you guys have a smooth and chill progression, and I hope it isn't too bad. Oh shit, Savix, my boy, thanks for the host. Sheesh, what the? So soon? I just went live, Famalam. Thank you, man. Wow. I don't have the notification. Like Streamlabs is just weird like that, but I saw it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Wow. Did Hard change his play? Can't believe he sold out to Square Enix. I had to, man. Either I sell out or I get banned. Oh, Savix, thanks for the 6 months, man. Welcome back.
Enjoy, man. Gonna go eat. Smile.
Hey, man. Thank you so much. Have a good dinner, brother. Thanks so much for the host. I appreciate it. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the stream. I just went live. We haven't been online for too long. I'm a little late today, but I was watching Savix a little bit before I went live. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to tag along into his little 24-man first time experience. I wanted to tag along, but I had to get ready for my own stream, so sorry. But I hope he enjoyed it, and everyone who came along. I did see Red trying to snipe him into AoEs with rescue, you little shit. But very funny stuff. Hey, y'all, thanks so much for the follows. And Silver, buddy, thanks so much for the 7 months. Welcome back, man. Thank you. Oh man, 7 months together, and I enjoyed all of it with you. Thank you. Likewise. Wow. Why am I watching this bully? I'm not a bully. What do you mean? If anything, I get bullied by my own chat on like every stream. There's never a stream where I don't get fucking bullied. But you know what? We have stone skin, okay? We have fucking stone skin. It doesn't phase. Oh, Rue, thanks for the 7 months as well. Thank you.
7 months together, and I enjoyed all of with you, cutie. Less than 3 years to more together, time together, Rulu.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow, that's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much for sticking around for so long. I need to mess around with that text-to-speech. For some reason, it speaks a little too fast, and it doesn't really enunciate all that well. But regardless, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did Haru finish New Game Plus? I did. But I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing an Endwalker New Game very soon. Because I had to kind of rush through Endwalker back when I was doing my original New Game playthrough because I didn't have time and I had to get ready for raid, and I was like 1 or 2 days away and I had all of Endwalker to do, so I kind of rushed Endwalker. I read it and I watched it, but I was so tired and I was kind of like speeding through it, so I probably didn't perceive it as well as I could have, you know. So we're gonna be doing a New Game Plus eventually for Endwalker. Don't know when, but I do want to experience it to the fullest. and solidify my position in this community as a non-skipper, you know? I'm beyond that. Been there, done that. I'm like slowly transitioning into a more casual play style, so you know. You know, skipping? Not anymore, man. We don't do that anymore. But God, I'm sorry. I keep on getting sidetracked. Yes. So regarding Ultimate, the new Ultimate Dragon Song, I probably will not be doing it on stream tomorrow, but I will be doing it very soon. It's just I'm gonna be doing it with a couple groups, and I'm figuring out my schedules. Would you guys like to watch that prog? The thing is, there's going to be so many streamers progressing through Dragon Song already, you know? There's going to be tons of it, you know? And then like you have plenty of other super like strong and skilled teams like progging on stream, like Xenos is, Stall. Like, y'all don't want to watch me during prog. I mean, my groups are pretty all right, but those guys will clear faster, no doubt. Like, I'm more of a strat stealer. Yeah, I like to rob strats. That way I don't have to, you know, do all the blind progression. That's a bit of a hassle, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. You want to see me suffer? I don't know. I'm gonna be playing caster, so that's different. That's very different. I don't normally play caster, but I just want to try something different. I'm always playing melee, and I'm always playing phys ranged. Oh man, if they ever buff Machinist, I would like to make a return to this job. It's just, it feels so good right now. I don't even have Chainsaw unlocked, and I still really enjoy this job. It's great. I like the 2 charges of Reassemble. Shit feels good. Thanks so much for the 8 months. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much. Welcome back. Thanks so much for all the resubs, y'all. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, dudes. Which caster? I think I'll be playing Summoner, but I can flex. Like, I can bounce between Summoner and Red Mage. I need to practice my Red Mage a bit more because it's a little more technical than Summoner, in my opinion. I don't even think it's a matter of opinion, personally. I think it's more factual than anything. But yeah, Summoner is just it's very easy to execute, while Red Mage, while it isn't terribly difficult, it's a little more complex, you know, a little more complex. Plus, it has a much better resurrection potential than Summoner. Summoner can still res, but Red Mage is called Res Mage for a reason, you know. But anyway, dudes, today we'll probably do a little bit of reacting here. Then we're gonna do the usual chilling, the vibing, and chatting, all that. But I wanted to do a little bit of leveling because after watching Lucy Pyre's video on the jobs, I went off on a big ass tangent, ranting about the state of Machinist and what they could do with it and what they probably won't do with it for God knows what reasons. But after going off about that, I want to play it a little bit. I used to main this job and I like it a lot, so I'm gonna do a little bit of leveling and see if I can get a couple levels here and there. This ability right here alone is enough to convince me to go level this job because it looks cool as hell. Unfortunately, there's no dummies here, so I can't show it off, but you pull out a fucking shoddy and you it's badass. It's fucking awesome. I love it. I want to play this job some more. Mindwalker critique video will be out tomorrow. Should be anyway. Ooh, I'm done to watch it, man. You're stuck in Diamond Hell. I haven't really PvP'd too much recently because I get a little stressed, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's just how it is with ladder type games. But well, I mean, what's nice about PvP or the ranked in this game now is that you can't get demoted. You can de-pip, if you know what that is. It's basically like, okay, well, D-ranking is when you drop to a completely like different tier, right? Like from diamond to platinum, that's a D-rank, right? But a D-pip is like you lose a star, right? And then you could potentially go from like, I don't know, diamond what is it, 2 to 3, like that. Yeah, like D-pipping, while it sucks, it's nowhere near as bad as D-ranking, because then with D-ranking, well, I don't think it's an issue anymore, but like before, they used to have qualifiers. Qualifiers were a pain in the ass. You had to win 3. I think it was 2 out of 3 matches or something like that. No, it was 3 out of 5, I think. You had to win 3 out of 5 matches to get past your qualifiers into the next rank, and that was a fucking mess. But now you don't really need that anymore. You just need the little stars, and that's it. So that's cool. It's very much easier than it used to be, but it's still a little frustrating. You know how it is. It's ranked. It's PvP. What's this? Heavy security enforcement vessel 58 doing patrol run. I was sent by a friend of yours to give you good vibes and support. I will not overstay my welcome. Have a nice day. You're doing great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo, Smacko, what's up, man? You were 1 win away from Crystal, and now you're stuck. I feel it, man. I feel it. Hey, keep going. You're right there, though. You're right there. Bronze, dude. That sucks. I stopped at gold. It's because I was 1 pip away from plat. This was like a week and a half ago. I was 1 pip away from plat, and then I went on vacation, and I kind of haven't felt like going back. I already got all my stuff, I think. Yeah, I think I de-pipped quite a few times, so I'm probably like gold 2 or 3 now. But I finished all my stuff like last week, at some time last week, like a full week ago, and I don't really have a reason to continue. Oh, I mean, I guess I haven't gotten this one yet. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but like whatever. It's just 1,000. You feel me? Got to diamond and stopped. I feel it. I think the only real reason to do ranked is well, there's a couple reasons, right? Number one is for I mean, if you really want to go that far, if you find ranking up fun and you want to like get the achievements or whatever, then go for it. But then 2, there's like a customization that you can unlock for your portraits or whatever for your adventure plate. And that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm cool with like the basic shit though. I don't really need anything too fancy. I feel like the conflict stuff looks a little tacky, to be honest, but to each their own. To each their own. Oh, and thanks so much for the follows. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little lax today because oh god, I'm not gonna lie, I stayed up a little late. Oh jeez, my schedule's all sorts of fucked, but I'm waking up kind of on time, sort of. Dudes, what did y'all have for dinner today? I want to talk about my dinner. Okay, so once upon a time, when I was a teenager, I was like, I mean, I guess I was an adult at this point. I was 18, going on 19, and I used to work at Panera Bread back in the day. Back when I lived with my parents, I used to work at a little Panera Bread near home, and oh dude, that job was stressful as fuck at the time. The menu was so big, there was so much to remember when you were making the sandwiches, the salads, you had to pour the soups, you had to get all the shit from the freezer, you had to stock, restock, clean the drinks, the barista, oh my gosh, the bakery, dude, it was a pain in the ass. But damn, was that food delicious. And I haven't been to Panera in a while because when I was younger working there, I had an employee discount code, or not. I'm sorry, not a code. I had an employee discount, and I would just get food on the low for very cheap. But nowadays, if you don't have a discount, you have to pay an arm and a leg for a you pick 2. So I don't really go anymore. But I do love their food still, and I decided to go today. A discount code. I wish, bro. I wish. Code Haru, baby. But yeah. I got a little nostalgic and I was hungry, so I went today. I got some soup and a sandwich, bro. I got a creamy chicken wild rice soup and a mac and cheese. I think it was a grilled mac and cheese sandwich, dude. That shit was like $13 total, man. With a little like with a little piece of French baguette. Oh, and an Arnold Palmer. I still have it, actually. If y'all don't know what an Arnold Palmer is, it's lemonade and green tea mixed together. It's fucking fantastic, delicious. Y'all should try it. It's so good. It's not the healthiest for you, but it's better than other alternatives. What a cursed food is this? What do you mean? It was delicious. Yo, if y'all want the hookups for what you call it, Panera, I got you. I know all the good shit. They've taken off so much from the menu too. I was talking to the lady who was serving me, and I was like, "Yo, do you guys still use a panini press?" And she was like, "No." What do you mean you don't use a panini press? Panera doesn't use a panini press anymore? I don't know. Shit's weird. I think they use some like oven now, some like crazy industrial oven, and it heats everything up really fast. You're a slut for mac and cheese. I don't blame you, man. Mac and cheese is fantastic, especially from Panera. They have that like white cheddar mac and cheese. Oh, I'm sorry, bros. I don't mean to talk about food. I don't want to make you guys hungry. I just love fucking food. I love it. Wait. I didn't mean that in a like a verb. I meant to more like, fuck you. You get the idea. Green tea, my brother. It's sweet tea and lemonade. I mean, sweet tea, I don't really like sweet tea too. I love sweet tea because it tastes great, But it has a lot of sugar. Cliff, just stop. That's not how I meant it. That's out of context, motherfucker. Gouda is the best cheese. No. Gouda's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you that, like, in the sense that it's a great cheese. But pepper jack is where it's at, and then Kobe jack is a close second, man. Pepper jack is so good. I love pepper jack. Oh yeah, I changed my glamour up a little bit from machinist. I usually use the hood or whatever, but I went back old school and I put on the Sky Pirate top. Look at that. Look at that. Pepper jack top tier. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. Love for mac and cheese. That wasn't me. I was just reading chat. All right, let's see if I still remember how to do some AoE on this job. All right. Wow. Man, I miss Machinist. This job is so good. I love it. Yo, to all the people still play Machinist, you guys are the real ones. I should probably use Wildfire at some point. I mean, it's AoE, so it doesn't really matter, but you get the idea. Some aged Swiss on a burger. Like, I've come around with Swiss cheese. When I was younger, I used to hate Swiss cheese. I thought it tasted like... I didn't like the smell, and, like, I thought it just tasted a bit strange, but I came around eventually. Something I don't like is veggies. I've never learned to like veggies, unfortunately. When I was younger, my mom was way too nice with me, and she didn't force me to eat veggies, so I never learned to like it, you know. So growing up, I always hated veggies, and no one ever like forced me to eat them, so now I just don't eat them. So it's a little awkward trying to get my my fiber in, but I eat like fiber brand cereal and shit, so it's fine. I still get my fiber in. Plus I like beans, you know. I'm Latino after all. I do like black beans, pinto beans, red beans, all that stuff. It's delicious. Big fan. Damn, today's a food stream, huh? You ate 0 veggies? I hate veggies. I like potatoes, if you want to consider that a veggie. I mean, it technically is, but it's like a cheating veggie, right? It's like a starch. It's a carb. No veggies? Yeah. I don't know. I never learned to like them. I would love to. I would love to. You know how embarrassing it is to go out with family and then you're the only motherfucker who doesn't eat the salad? Everyone's like having an appetizer and it's a salad, and then you're just getting bread. I mean, bread is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love bread. But, oh, jeez, it's just... I look like a child, man. I look like a fucking child. But it's fine. I don't mind it. It is what it is. They really do be like that. The dressing carries it. It does, right? But like at that point, why would you eat salad, right? Because if you smother it or like drown it in dressing, then it's no longer healthy. I feel like the whole point of eating a salad is to eat lighter. Yeah. But if you smother it in dressing, that's like tons of calories, so it kind of defeats the purpose, if that makes sense. But I'm not one to judge. I would do exactly that. It's the only way I could possibly tolerate it. Knowing me. Make everything heavy? Yeah. Oh, gosh. It's tough, man. It's tough. The fact you see salad as only a healthy food? Well, what else would you eat it for, right? I mean, I guess fiber? Well, lettuce is just water after all, right? Yeah. It has like no calories. Ooh, that guy got knocked out. Feels bad. It is if you have olive oil and vinegar. True, true. I do like olive oil, and vinegar is pretty good too. That celery. I see. Definitely fiber. Yeah. That's fine though. I have my fiber brand cereal, you know, like you always got to go for the off-brand one as well, because it's the same cereal but cheaper. I'm telling you, like a brand name cereal, you can find off-brand for it's the exact same thing. I'm not even shitting you. I really like this one cereal. It's kind of similar to like cornflakes, but it has like little strawberries, like dried strawberries. Oh god, it's so good. But I think it's what's the brand with the K on it? You know what I'm talking about? Like the red K? That brand? Too expensive, man. For cereal, too expensive. I got the Walmart brand. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Special K, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Special K is good though. I like Special K, but it's just the bootleg version is the exact same thing. It's the same thing. Horror shops at Walmart? Hell yeah, I do, man. I gotta save, bro. Come on, I gotta survive. Oh, man. It's because if I didn't shop at Walmart for my groceries, I would probably go to Publix or something. You know, I still live on the East Coast, and I'm a Publix kind of guy. I do love Publix, but Publix is not cheap. Strawberry Awake? Yeah, that's the Walmart brand. It sounds so derpy. Strawberry Awake. It's good though. It's so good. I'm gonna hold on to my stuff here. I have plastic cups and paper plates. Yeah. Okay. So, dudes, listen. This might paint me in like a weird light, but I prefer buying paper plates and plastic utensils from Walmart over washing the dishes. You call me lazy, but like, I've done the math, and the water bill over those cheap ass alternatives from the store. From Walmart, it's cheaper to buy the paper plates, and it's less of a hassle as well. Everyone always tells me, bro, just fucking do the dishes, man. Dude, oh god, the thing is, like, I take forever to do my dishes, dude. I really do. I take a long time, so I end up using way too much water, and then my bill is absurd. Not to mention I take long showers too, so it adds up. It adds up. Clean your dishes. No, and the worst part is I have a dishwasher, but it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it does a really shoddy job. It's very garbage. It washes like a quarter of the load, you know? Like, what even is that? And that's putting it on like the most intense cycle or whatever the fuck. Oh gosh, it's just so weird. Doesn't make sense. What do you mean you use a lot of water? You don't plug your sink? You don't plug your sink? What does that mean? No, I just turn the faucet on and then I just wash. Do I have a dual sink? Dual sink as in like two sinks with one faucet? Yes, I have one of those. It's very small though. It's actually not as large as I would like it to be. As I like to say, I'm a bit of a size queen. My country, no such thing as a dishwasher. Oh, you poor thing. He doesn't fill the sink? What do you mean? Wait, do you guys like fill the sink with water and then like soak your dishes in there? Is that how you do it? Yeah, wait, that sounds kind of nasty, no? What if it's like soaking in dirty water, no? And soap? Is the soap enough to like disinfect while it's all dirty and shit? That's what I'm saying, right? Ew, yeah. Wash and then rinse? That... Maybe I've been doing dishes wrong. I don't know. You make it a wash basin? Or basin? I don't know how to say that word. I'm sorry. Hell no, I wash each of them. Yeah. So what I do is like I just run them under the faucet water like individually, and I wash it with a sponge and soap, and then okay, here's what I'll do. I'll just rinse it just lightly so it gets wet, and then this like the soapy ass sponge. Then I'll scrub that bitch, and then I'll wash the soap off. It's not very efficient. I'm gonna be honest. It uses a lot of water, so maybe I should try to optimize my my dishwashing. It's pretty bad. You gotta cut me some slack though. I don't do that shit often, okay? Listen, I grew up spoiled as fuck. I was a mama's boy. My mom did all the dishes. She did the laundry. Bro, when I was young, when I was a kid, my mom used to put my socks on for me in the morning because I was too tired to even move. So like, yeah, I'm 25 now, but like, I grew up very fucking spoiled. Come on. Like, don't judge me, okay? It wasn't my decision. It was my mom. So lazy. My mom. It was my mom, dude. She didn't know what she was. She didn't know what she was doing. She was just trying to help me, and then, you know, it made me very spoiled. And now I lack a couple like very common ordinary skills. Like, I have a very limited skill set. I can talk for a long time. I can talk some shit. I can be very loud, and I play video games. Oh man, my mom would be proud as fuck. We're already judging. Bro, it wasn't my fault. Oh my god. And then my friends would tell me how hard they have it at school and shit. Like they would tell me about like their home life and how difficult it is for them and how strict their parents are. And I'm just like, oh, you guys have it tough. Damn. I mean, my mom was strict in different ways though, you know, like I was never able to have a girl over. I was never able to have a girl over. I couldn't have friends over very often because my mom didn't trust anyone. And honestly, to be honest, I think I may have like kind of traumatized my mom at some point because I had a friend who was like I'm not sure who he grew up around, but like he was into weapons at a very young age, right? Like he loved guns, grenades. He found it all very fascinating, you know. And we were still in elementary at this point, right? So like I think I was in the 4th or the 5th grade, and I brought a friend home, right? His name was Ralphie, and Ralphie brought a toy pistol. It was a Glock, and he also brought a toy grenade to my house. And like I was a kid, so I didn't see the problem with that. But then my mom came home from work and she saw the grenade and she grabbed it and threw it out the window. She was so shook. So maybe that's the reason my mom never let me have friends over after that. Ralphie, oh my gosh. Who the fuck put him on weapons at such a young age, man? Fuck. Oh, Ralphie. But he was a great friend of mine though. Unfortunately, he passed away. I think he got cancer or something. He was a great dude, but oh my gosh, he would scare my mom. Rest in peace, Ralphie. You were a good dude. Yeah, it's unfortunate. No, like, dude, cancer takes people too soon, man. Shit's terrible. Shit is terrible. Life is something really precious. It really is. And it's really short for some, you know? But don't worry, y'all. Don't worry. Ralphie lived a fucking awesome life. A fucking great life. It happened very quickly, so he didn't suffer. But yeah, rest in peace, man. But back on topic, yeah, I grew up very fucking spoiled, and that's why I don't eat veggies. I buy paper plates and fucking plastic forks and cups, you know. I do my laundry at least. Like I do my laundry. I can cook sometimes. It's just like what happens is I have to go buy fucking more plates and shit. And whenever I run out, instead of buying plates, I go to fucking McDonald's because it's easier. Yo, what's up? Wait, I'm a cop. Oh shit. Okay, I watch myself around you, buddy. Thanks for the prime, dude. Enjoy your emotes and your badge. Eat your veggies. Ah, man, it's hard for me, dude. This is gonna sound very dramatic. And y'all are probably gonna think I'm like putting on a front or some shit, but when I try to eat vegetables, listen, you gotta believe me when I say this, okay? When I try to eat veggies, I literally gag, and I have to go up and beyond to try to swallow that shit. I have such a hard time. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. It might sound pathetic, and honestly, it might just be, but I have a very hard time, dude. I have such a hard time. I've tried. And like I'm sitting there trying to swallow it, and I'm just like, you know, it's hard, bro. That shit ain't easy. My body's not used to it, man. You gag because of veggies, but won't gag because of other stuff. I don't know. I have a pretty like strong stomach, but when it comes to veggies, bro, like the flavor, the texture, I can't stomach it. I don't know. It's a texture thing, you know, and the flavor too. It's very flavorless. It has like such a crunchy texture, and since the flavor isn't very pleasant, it's even more uncomfortable for me, right? Again, I might just sound like a pussy, but it's just how it is, bro. It's just how it is. You have the opposite of a strong stomach. Well, I don't know. Whenever I tell people about the shit I eat, like they think I eat nasty shit. Okay, well, I think it was because I was telling someone about some combo that I used to get at Panera Bread. I used to get the mac and cheese and a creamy tomato soup, and I would put the mac and cheese into the creamy, or I would pour the creamy tomato soup into the mac and cheese, and it would be like pasta with tomato sauce. It was so good. It was so good at Panera. But then it was in my Discord server, but then everyone was like, what the fuck? That's cursed. You're disgusting, man. I'm just like, what, dude? It's just pasta with cheese and and tomato sauce, you know? It's perfectly normal. So I don't know, man. Shit's weird. Sounds good to me. That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with you, streamer? What the fuck? What do you mean? It's good. Don't knock it till you fucking try it. Veg is supposed to help your stomach and prevent blood from your shit. Well, yeah, the fiber. It's mostly for the fiber, but that's the thing. I get fiber from other means, like my cereal and shit. Wait, let me get my burst off real quick. All right. Food judges are the weirdest people. It's okay. It's okay. To each their own, you know. No harm done. I don't really care. Oh, I really don't mind. It's no problem. I've been judged for far worse. It's not the end of the world. I'll be okay. I'm a fucking cat girl VTuber playing Final Fantasy to a pretty large audience, and I'm also a dude, so I've been judged for much worse. I've been accused several times of exploiting women. Like I've seen it all, man. I've heard it all. It's okay. It just sounds like a shit version for pasta, but not bad. I mean, fair. I can see where you're coming from. Haru doesn't cook. I cook. I just don't do it very often. I really like rice, beans, chicken. Dude, y'all, you guys have to try this, okay? You gotta trust me on this. Wait, how bad does Machinist feel right now? Scale of ass to trash. Machinist doesn't feel terrible at all. It's just its DPS is underpowered. It's very underpowered. Here, I'll try to make this quick because I get into it for a long time. Machinist, the current problem with Machinist is again, it's underpowered. It's categorized as a selfish DPS, which would be piled with Samurai and Black Mage, right? But the difference is that Samurai and Black Mage deal ridiculous numbers, like crazy amounts of damage, and the jobs are quite a bit more complex than Machinist. Machinist is easier, and then you also have the freedom of movement because you're a physical ranged, you know. So naturally, by default, it's much easier. But the problem is that the job remains a selfish DP. Oh, the job remains a selfish DPS. You know, and since it's doing less numbers than a Samurai and Black Mage, it suffers because the other two physical range outclass Machinist, right? They don't do more personal DPS than Machinist, but they bring utility, which make them more valuable than Machinist because Machinist doesn't do enough damage to be a valuable selfish DPS like Samurai and Black Mage, right? So fundamentally, like in regards to its rotation and its kit, Machinist feels really fucking good. Very fun to play, very comfy. Everything lines up. It looks super cool. This is a pretty fucking respectable job to play. But the problem is that it's just poorly balanced, right? Maybe they'll fix it someday, but it's not looking too good. That's my take on it. So if you want to play it, go for it. It's fun as fuck. No one should decide what job you play. You know, play whatever the fuck you want. They're all good in their own way. But Machinist definitely needs some buffs or changes, balancing changes. I could see Machinist doing more damage if they make one of their abilities where you have to stay still and become a turret. Yeah, like Black Mage, that'd be kind of cool. I'd be down for that. Yeah. That used to kind of be a thing back in Heavensward. Both Bard and Machinist had a stance that would turn all their GCDs into casts. Granted, they were shorter casts than like a Black Mage or a Summoner. They were kind of similar to how healer casts are now. You know how they're faster than the average cast? That's how they used to be, and they did more damage than melee. It was very broken, but people complained because it didn't feel right for a physical range to have a cast, so they've never done that again. I think it would be cool to see again though, but that's just me. I'm kind of like chaotic evil, and my opinion is it's a bit different from others, so I don't know. I just like I like change. I'm cool with change so long as it isn't terrible. If they want to try something new, I am all for it. So long as it's not really bad. Heavensward Dark, yeah, like that's a good example of a bad change, right? Heavensward Dark was perfect. Granted, it was very complex, I'm not gonna lie. GG's. It was very complex, but it felt fucking amazing to play, and it was very strong. a fantastic job that, in my opinion, didn't really need too much changing. Maybe they could have dumbed it down slightly without compromising its entire kit, but they did the opposite and they completely changed it, and it was really bad for a long time. Now it's good, but it's still not quite as good as it should be, in my opinion. What if TBN and Edge / Blade of Darkness / Shadow granted 10 blood gauge, and spending blood gauge granted a heal to Soul Eater? That would work, I think. I think that would work very well. Yo, Dre, thanks for the 4 months with Prime. Welcome back, man. Thank you. Wish Machinist was a sniper class? Yeah, that'd be cool. But like, I think Machinist's current aesthetic is probably the best it's ever been. Like the flippy, like the super crazy, like spinny animations with these heated attacks. Heat Blast looks cool as fuck. Bio Blaster looks great. I cannot get enough of Scattergun. Auto Crossbow looks good. Drill is fuck. Like, you really feel the impact with Drill. Like, you can tell like this is gonna hurt, especially when you reassemble it and you get the guaranteed crit. Yeah. Same with Air Anchor. It has the same potency as Drill, and like all the chains, and they like fly towards the target and then they like squeeze them. That shit's cool. I like the current aesthetic. And then on top of that, you have the Automaton Queen, like the mecha. A lot of people would prefer Machinist hopping into like a big mech suit for like a burst window or something, and I agree, that'd be pretty fucking cool. But they would probably have to dump a bit of budget into Machinist the same way they did with Reaper, you know? And I don't know if they're quite willing to do that for such an old job. It's just, Machinist is not far from being good. Machinist, again, fundamentally, it plays super clean, super nice and comfy job to play. Its numbers just don't make sense. Boob, do something? Boob. Wait, you want the boobs to move? You love the idea of Wildfire, but it feels so clunky to use to me. It was worse before, man. If you think it's bad now, it was so much worse before. Trust me. Abyssal Drain has a heal left over. Wait, hold on. Wait, sorry. Let me see if I can pause the chat scrolling so I can read this. Abyssal Drain has having a heal leftover effect plus Salted Earth heals you better. And feels like Shadowbringer should become job mechanics, which changes your 1-2-3 combo. They could do a lot of different things with Dark Knight. I don't know. There's a lot of things they can do, but they could probably fix its healing situation without too much thought. You know? I think they should. I honestly believe they should change. Maybe they should bring back. How many of y'all would be cool if they, like, with the idea of them bringing back Dark Arts, right? If they were to bring back Dark Arts, maybe Blood Price, and then put Abyssal Drain back on GCD. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I think that'd be awesome. But then that would kind of like, what would happen to its AoE combo? Okay, how about this? So the AoE combo builds gauge, but Abyssal Drain doesn't. Abyssal Drain heals you, right? But then that creates a situation of like, but I don't know. I don't know what they could do. Honestly, there's so many things they could do, but maybe they should just overhaul the entire job. Just checking Nemo. Oh, okay. Honestly, just give us Heavensward Dark Knight back with New Living Dead and Blood Weapon. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe this time when they bring, if they were to bring back Heavensward Dark Knight, leave Dark Passenger out and keep the cooldowns the way we have them right now. But we definitely, it would be nice to have Dark Arts, Abyssal Drain back, and Blood Price. Those three at the very least would be a really, really good addition to its kit. But to be honest with y'all, I don't really play Dark Knight that much, so I'm not sure if I'm the best person to really give like some like suggestions for balancing in regards to Dark Knight. I don't really play it too much because of its of what it is right now. All the other tanks feel so comfy. They have lots of heals. They feel fun to play. Warrior's a little brain dead, I'm not gonna lie. No offense to any Warrior mains, it's just the job is objectively easy. I like Gunbreaker, it's a little more complex. And Paladin isn't necessarily complex, but like depending on the fight and the encounter and the downtime and all that and the phase change, it can get a little messy. But I find that kind of fun because it's asking me to think, you know, use my brain and not just smash Felcleave. Oblation should heal. Make the button useful. What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that like a party buff or something? They explicitly said they will never go back to that type of class design. I don't really think I I don't know if they really should, to be honest, because with the way they're designing the jobs these days, the jobs are a lot less complex than they were 4 years ago, you know? So it's probably for the best that they don't go back, because then they're gonna fuck up the job difficulty, and then some jobs are going to be a little too complex while some are too easy, you know? So right now they're making the shift into a more accessible type of play style for each of the jobs. And yeah, but I don't know. I think Blood Price would be cool though. Oh my god, you're so cute. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's sweet of you to say. The old job changes, or I'm sorry, the old job designs don't fit the current content design. You think so? Like the raids and shit? You don't think so? I think it would work. It just depends on the potencies, right? It really does. I feel like those old job designs could work very well, so long as the potencies line up with the boss's HP and everything. Well, I don't know, man. Like if they were to change some of those jobs back to like, or if they were to change Dark Knight to the way it worked previously in Heavensward, they would have to change some other jobs, you know, because like healers would be too strong. Actually, I don't know, because healers are very strong right now, but so are tanks. Tanks are super fucking strong in the healing department. So like right now it's a situation where if you have a warrior and let's say you're doing a dungeon, right? Let's exclude raiding for now, because raiding is just like it's pretty balanced in regards to tank healing. You have one target that you can heal off of, while in dungeons, warriors having a fucking ball with the mobs, healing like there's no tomorrow, and healers can just chill. They don't got to do shit. But like, they don't really give a fuck about that because it's a dungeon, you know? Dungeons are very like whatever. They don't really matter that much aside from leveling and first time completion / expert roulette, you know? So they don't really have that much importance versus raids. So they're definitely balancing these jobs around raid and endgame content, most likely. Are you gonna prog the new ultimate? I am gonna prog the new ultimate. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right away on patch release. But I will be doing it. I will let everyone know when exactly I'll be doing that, but I'm gonna be doing it with a couple groups, so I'm gonna be pretty busy. But I'm gonna try to have as much fun as I can with it, because I skipped out on T. I've been around since T was released. I just skipped it. I don't know why I never did it. Did you watch Misshapen Chair's recent healer video? I did not. We'll probably take a look at that. Doing expert when you can PvP to cap tomes. Oh my gosh, I guess that is a pretty decent alternative. I don't know. I've been enjoying PvP a lot more than I was a week ago, because now I already have all the season rewards. So I just queue up casual. I queue up casual PvP. It can be very cringe sometimes, because the matchmaking is very random, right? So you could get a team that's extremely new to PvP or just inexperienced, while the other team could be absolutely cracked, and then you just get completely stomped, right? But it's casual, so who cares? You don't de-rank, you don't de-pip. It is what it is. It's fine. Yo, Nami, what's up? Hello. You want to go back to ranked, grind to crystal for the portrait? Yeah, go for it. There's a couple rewards that you can get from ranked, but nothing too major. I like that much better, because before it was too it was too much of a hassle. It's because PvP was so like, the PvP community was much smaller in the past, and the people who would queue up for Feast, it was usually like this, like you would see a lot of the same faces from like the previous 10 seasons, right? And that's not even an exaggeration. I'm not even shitting y'all. You would see the same people every fucking season with a few new faces, right? And in regards to win trading, it was always the same people win trading. I'm not gonna say any names. To those who have feasted for at least 4 or 3 seasons, honestly, maybe even 1 or 2, you might have seen a couple win traders, because there's a couple notorious ones, and they know who they are, and the ones who've been up against them, y'all know who they are as well. Shit's annoying as fuck. But now that PvP is so much crazier now, everyone seems to like it, which is such a fantastic thing to see, because while the PvP kits are still very simple and not exactly complex, they managed to make them a little more complex than they used to be, and very comfy. Like it's nice. Like you could just one trick if you wanted to, and you probably wouldn't get bored, right? It depends. Of course, it depends on the job you play. Like me personally, I've finally settled on a job I just want to stick to in PvP before it gets nerfed, and that's Red Mage. Red Mage, so good, but it's unbelievably broken. It's not balanced at all. They gotta nerf it. It's too broken. Some other jobs need buffs. I think Machinist actually needs a little bit of a buff, like a slight buff. I think its LB's all right, but in regards to its GCDs, I think it needs a little buff. Chainsaw feels a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Drill is great. Drill pierces guard and it hits hard as fuck. But Chainsaw feels kind of weak. I haven't tried a lot of the jobs. I played Summoner, Machinist, Dragoon, Samurai, and Red Mage. Dragoon feels fucking awesome. Don't even get me started on Dragoon's Limit Break. Dragoon has tons of mobility, the backflip, and then backflip has like a much shorter animation lock as well, so you can maneuver like it's like it's super easy. It's super fun too. And then not to mention the backflip combos into a ranged attack that does not hit soft, so it's good. It's good, and it bursts pretty hard. I feel like all the melee are pretty fucking solid. So if you enjoy melee, try that. Wait. You want show us? You want to see it? Okay, I'll show you some of the kits. I'm not very like familiar with some of these melee, but I'll show you Monk. I'll show you Dragoon. I'll show you the jobs. Let me show you Red Mage. Red Mage is absurd. So like, I've been saying a whole lot of shit about Red Mage being busted, but I haven't really shown y'all. So let's take a look. Let's see how strong it actually is. Okay. All right. So here we go. Red Mage. Now Red Mage works a little funny. It doesn't really play the same way as it does in PvE, right? You have this fancy little circle or this ring permanently around you, yeah? And right now I'm in white magic. And what this does is it changes the effects of my melee combo right here. Excuse me. And my resolution. Now, when I'm in white magic, my resolution silences. Oh, they brought back silence? I thought they would just call it interrupt these days. Okay, there, whatever. It's called silence again. Good shit. So resolution has a silence while in white magic, but in black magic you have a bind. And white magic for the melee combo, it heals you, or like it gives you a shield. Yeah, it gives you a pretty hefty shield for each attack or something. And then the black magic version gives you a dot. But the potency of the melee is pretty high. Potency of resolution is pretty high, and not to mention it has CC on it. And then you have flare, right? And then you also have this. You have core. It's a dash attack, so you get in for the melee, or it's a gap closer. And then it applies a debuff that increases your damage dealt by 10%. And then it also lowers the damage you take from the target by 20%. So like, you burst harder on them, and they burst way softer on you. Does that sound fair? Like, this job has so much CC, so much like mitigation, so many like debuffs, and then tons of bursts, and then you heal like crazy. You have magic barrier. It's mitigation. Then it also increases healing recovery, or HP recovery via healing by 20%. And then it's limit break. It deals a pretty hefty amount of damage. It's an AoE and a cross or something like that. And then it heals. It heals as well. This job is crazy. And don't even get me started on the backflip. It gives you manification and it buffs the next spell by 20%. And then you have a bunch of charges on these as well. So check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna put up my dash, right? I'm gonna put up my dash so I can have the buff or whatever. Wait, first let me switch to black magic so I can get the dot. So I'll put up the dash and then I'll backflip so I can prep my manification for the flare. Okay. So dash, the debuff is up. My melee's up now, and I got a dot, and then I backflip to buff the flare, and then I switch to white magic and get the resolution, and now they're bound, and then I dash again, and the buff's back up. And you know, like, it is absurd. The pressure is unbelievable, and it never ends. It never ends. Look, already melee's back up. So I dash again, put the buff back up. Okay, backflip, buff the flare. Oh, boom. All right, and you know what? Fuck it. Why not buff the resolution? And then he's silenced, and then he can't heal himself. And then my team bursts. It's broken. It's broken as fuck. CC is crowd control, by the way. Yeah. It's good. It's so good. So for anyone trying to like have pretty quick success as a DPS in conflict, I would suggest playing Red Mage, because it is strong as fuck. It has tons of options. that other jobs just don't, and it never stops bursting. It's crazy, man. And then it heals, it mitigates. Like, goddamn. Like, is this allowed? Is this allowed? But let's talk a little bit about like healers and shit, right? White Mage is strong as fuck. White Mage has a polymorph. That's the first time we've ever had something like that. White Mage has a fucking polymorph. That's like a WoW thing, right? For those who don't know what a polymorph is, I think in WoW, polymorph is like a mage thing, and it's a type of CC. It turns your target into a sheep or something. In Final Fantasy, White Mage now has their own version of polymorph where they turn the target into an imp or something like that. So very strong. So if you see White Mage on the opposing team, you want to kill them ASAP because they're a problem. They're a problem. White Mage LB is giga overtuned. Oh, it stuns and then it hits pretty fucking hard. Does it heal? Does it heal the team as well? I feel like it probably does. Maybe. It sounds like that's something they would add. If not, I get it. It's fine. The polymorph is mad broken. You can cancel out LBs with it. Oh my goodness. It does heal? Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. I think okay, here's my take on it. I don't mind if they release a bunch of jobs very broken at first, because it gives people to have some fun with the absolute like brokenness of all these jobs. You have your fun with broken jobs, and then it gives you enough time to realize, okay, these jobs are probably pretty overtuned, and then they nerf them, right? But like, the thing is that people can kind of see these nerfs coming, and it won't be as controversial as but the thing is that like overtuned jobs can be pretty controversial as well. So I don't know, it's a bit strange. The thing is, like, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty back in the day. I was a bit of an Xbox 360 kid, and I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2, right? And Modern Warfare 2 was always a very imbalanced game. All the weapons were pretty fucking broken, right? Like, the game was so broken, like, it was beyond repair, you know? But the cool thing about it is that all the weapons were broken, right? It's not like a couple were broken, they were all broken. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. One-man army noob tubes, bro, that shit was terrible. The spawn tubes on Afghan, oh man, it was not fun. It was not fun for the opposing team, but for the person doing it, it was great, dude. You would get like multi-kills and get like halfway to your nuke, like right away. Oh goodness. Sorry, bros. Like, this was a long time ago. I'm showing my age here. It's just I don't mind a little bit of a broken release. So long as they fix it later, I'm cool with it, personally. That's the way I see it. I know they'll fix it eventually. I just wish they put that same energy into fixing Machinist, man. Or Dark Knight. Frontlines is dangerous. Wait, sorry. Let me do my hypercharge really quick. I'm a bit of a clicker, so unfortunately I have to glue my eyes to the screen whenever I'm in hypercharge, since I click on my off GCDs. Okay, let's see. Frontlines is dangerous. Jumped in and got like 4 ion cannons on me. White Mage LB. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, whenever I play Frontlines, I prefer going physical ranged or caster, preferably physical range because of the movement. And it's because it's very safe. You can sit back at the very back of your team and not get focused, right? While if you were to play melee, you have to get way up in there, and you need like your tank to kind of grab the attention of everyone so you can go in. I don't know. Melee and frontlines is very dangerous. You need healers that will pocket you, right? Hold on. I have not frontlined this expansion yet. Or I'm sorry, this patch yet. Does that mean healers don't heal anymore in frontlines? Does everyone just have a bunch of recuperates and that's it? Is it the same way conflict works? Because before, healers had to do their job and heal the team in frontlines, right? Oh, so everyone has the recuperate now? Oh, how does that feel in frontlines? Is that good? Does that feel all right? I haven't tried it. I need to at some point. You like it? Okay. Okay. I'll give it a try. I used to be a big frontlines Andy once upon a time. The thing about frontlines is that it's very chaotic and like it's hard to get mad at it, you know, because It's just for fun. It's not like ranked PvP where like you kind of take it seriously. Unless you want Hand of Mercy or whatever, I think it's called. That's like a title, and I think you get it by getting 5,000 kills, which is probably easier now. You can probably get a bunch of picks with LBs like Dragoon. Oh my god, imagine you can get like you can get a crazy multi kill by piling up limit breaks. Like he just said, he got piled up by a bunch of white mage limit breaks. Dude, imagine like 3 Dragoon LBs on one spot. You can't survive that. 2 and you're dead probably. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. If it's just for fun, wait, what's this? If it's just for fun, then why don't you stream it? Frontlines? It's because it gets a little repetitive. That's why I don't stream Frontlines. It's because it gets a little repetitive, and personally, I'm more of a PvE kind of guy. I love PvE though. Or, I'm sorry, PvP. Don't get me wrong. I do really enjoy PvP, but Frontlines gets a little repetitive. I did enjoy Rival Wings, but it's hard to get a pop sometimes. Like the queues are very dead, you know. So it's rough. Hey, yo, this dungeon's awesome. There's hats that work and look good on Hrothgar. Really? Yo, any Hrothgar players in chat? How do you guys feel about those new hairstyles, huh? What are your thoughts? They look a little depressing to me, to be frank. But I hope they come up with a solution. I really do. For y'all's sakes, you know. It's a little unfair. Like, why does it work for Miqo'te and Al Ra, but it doesn't work for Hrothgar? Maybe it's because of the way they stand, right? Like they're kind of like hunched over, and their neck is like leaning forward. I don't know. I'm no dev, so I can't really speak for them. I can't come up with decisions for them. That's definitely their thing. But I hope they fix it. I really do. Dudes, thanks so much for all the follows. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. Very nice of y'all. You're just hoping for a Rival Wings daily queue? That'd be fun. I don't mean a froth, but 2B1 looks like Tyler 1's like Tyler 1's dent. Yeah, I've seen it. It's not pretty, man. It's not pretty. Oh man. Yeah, they got to do something about that. Oh gosh. Listen, y'all, maybe you guys should just play like Cat Girl or something, or Cat Boy or Bunny Boy, and just wait until they fix Hrothgar, then go back. Yeah, can't go wrong with more Cat Girls. Yeah. Hey dudes, thanks for the follows, much appreciated. When will heroes get long hair? Do they not have long hair? I feel like there's a couple of long hair options for hero males, because it's like a universal hairstyles that the other races can use as well. No, Cat Girl enjoyers. That's what I'm saying, brother. I love Cat Girls. Maybe we'll see Khajiits like that mod I sent you. Oh my gosh, y'all want to see something cursed? Y'all want to see something really cursed? You're gonna hate me after this. I'm sorry in advance. Trust me, I am sorry in advance. But I gotta show you guys this. I have to. It's not okay. But like, I want to share the suffering, okay? You ready? Yo, Wiley, thanks for the 5 gifts, man. Strummer move. Give me a sec. Okay, here it comes. Are you? Why isn't it move? Oh! Yeah, there it is. Ew! Okay, and get this. Here's a close-up. Oh no, dude, it's like Skyrim. Oh gosh. To each their own. I can respect a preference or an opinion so long as they don't shove it down my throat, right? But I kind of just did that to y'all, so I do apologize. But yeah, that exists. I think my life would have been way better had I not known about that. Listen, I didn't want to be the only one, okay? Too much cat. Yeah. Oh gosh. Wait, Wiley, thanks for the 5 gifts, man. Thank you. Oh fuck, I just misclicked really hard. Oh no. You ever just reassemble a heat blast? Wonderful. Okay. hold on. Let me get my burst off really quick. My whole rotation's a bit scuffed. If they add those cats and plates in WoW, Haru would probably play it. Those cats? No shot. No shot. Honestly, dude. Okay, like Asmon talks about this pretty often, but like he's always saying how he would be okay if WoW copied things from other MMOs, right? To make it better, right? I think so too, right? Like with the way the dragon people came out, or I'm sorry, like yeah, with the way they turned out, I don't think they look amazing, but I think they could look much more cursed as well, you know? But ideally they should have just made something kind of similar to Aura. Like I don't think anyone would have been upset at that. Maybe like old WoW Andes would have been like, bro, this doesn't fit the aesthetic. This like this is not the aesthetic we've ever had. You know, but I feel like the majority would have been cool if they just made some cute waifus or something, right? Like it's a step in a different direction, and it might just be the better direction than what the fuck they showed with the teasers or whatever. So I don't know, personally, not to sound like a degenerate or anything, but I think cute waifus are perfectly fine for a game like WoW. Why not, dude? And if they ever do like a graphical overhaul, bro, even better. But it is what it is, I guess. Human forms are scuffed out raw. Gosh, I just don't know why they decided on that. But hopefully they take the feedback seriously and they work on it, right? Kind of similar to how Square needs to work on a Hrothgar hairstyles and all that. That would be great. I'm all for feedback and criticism so long as it's constructive. They basically have succubus as a race. I mean, I don't mind a succubus. Succubus are kind of cool. Are you gonna ban any other YouTube channel today? What are you talking about? I didn't ban anyone. What are you talking about? Wait. Can someone give me the context? Are you talking about Savix? You're talking about Savix ban? I did not get Savix banned. That was not me. That just kind of happened. Oh, listen, that was not my doing. That was just an unfortunate occurrence, okay? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It be like that, man. It really do. You got Savix banned? No. Causing trouble? I don't think so. How could I? I didn't do that. Hey, Savix knew what he was getting himself into. He went and made a video about provocative glamour plates. I'm sorry. I'm going to be fucking getting this wrong for like a month or two. Adventurer plates. But the crazy thing is that he isn't the only one. Savix banned his alt YouTube channel. His alternate YouTube channel got banned. And I'm pretty sure it was because of the adventurer play video that he made. It was a joke video. It was perfectly harmless as well. In my opinion, I thought it was okay. I thought it was funny. I thought it was entertaining. But I'm not sure if Square Enix is too fond of that. I'm not sure what I'm not even sure like what the conditions of that ban were, right? Like, why did they ban it? Was it because of nudity or inappropriate content or whatever? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck I just did there. I don't know what happened, but he did get his alt channel banned, unfortunately. I think the reason it happened to him and not to the others is because Savix is a lot larger than the other ones that dropped the video talking about adventure plates, you know. Savix has a lot more eyes on him, so they were probably a lot more urgent about his channel than the other ones. I love how an American company bans him while the Japanese don't seem to give a fuck. Oh, is that what happened? So because the thing is, like, YouTube can ban if like let's say he's making a video about Final Fantasy, right, and he's using copyrighted music or something. Like, Square Enix can get him in trouble, and then YouTube will ban him, right? So I'm not sure if Square had anything to do with it, is my point. Excessive and repeated offenses of nudity was the thing on Savix's email, I think. So it was just YouTube. Just YouTube being YouTube. Hold on. What was the thumbnail? Can someone explain to me what the thumbnail was? Oh, God, the guy died. Wait, he died. I'm dead. Unbelievable. Oh, it's over. Oh, God. He got Susaned? Yeah, Susan Wojcicki. Is it Wojcicki or Wojcicki? It wasn't even my fault. I was just DPSing. The thumbnail wasn't that bad. You'll DM me the pic? Okay, we'll take a look. Welcome to the Machinist Dungeon experience. I didn't even do anything. I tried to DPS. Oh, I can probably limit break. Mage Obi would be better for this pack. If you would have attacked, he would have lived. I'm sorry. It's just like listen. I like to blame chat in moments like these, and I was distracted reading your guys' messages. I'm sorry. Theoretically, people aren't allowed to play third-party music, but nobody cares as long as the copyrighted holders don't complain. And that seems to be the case with like video game music, right? If I were to put like pop music on my video, that's a very easy like slam, like demonetization. But if I were to put video game music from like Nintendo or something, I would probably get away with it, you know? I don't think VGM is as cracked on in comparison to like mainstream pop or rock music. You're talking about in-game with Bard? Oh, I see. No, yeah, but like even so, like if you were to play something in game like I'm gonna pull that one. If you were to play something in game like Smash Mouth or some shit, like you'd probably get in trouble. Like both on YouTube and in game, I feel. No? Or could I be wrong? Video game music is everywhere and everybody who uses it has been fine. Yeah, bless. Honestly, like, thank goodness, because without that, like, your options are pretty limited. It's the least we could use. Like my latest, or not my latest video, but the last video I made, the Hard Knock Life one, that one was an automatic demonetization, right? Like it didn't even qualify for monetization. So it didn't even get demonetized. It just simply, I couldn't even monetize it to begin with. But that's why I went ahead and did it, right? Because it's a short video that isn't really gonna make, it's not gonna break the bank or anything. So like, whatever. I just wanted to make a funny little video with fitting music. And I knew it wasn't gonna get monetized from the rip, so it was okay. But if I were to put like VGM, it would probably have been fine. And you know, Nintendo's brutal. Nintendo can be brutal, yeah. Same with Atlas games. They can be pretty brutal with their copyright as well. In-game usage policy for adventure plates. Wait, hold on. Let me do my opener really quick. I'm sorry. Okay, the in-game usage policy for adventure plates says keep your portrait respectable and appropriate for all situations. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if SE starts cracking down on it. Yeah, it would make perfect sense. I think so. I mean, today I finally changed mine. Apologies to anyone who was offended by my play. It was meant to be funny, but I totally understand if you didn't find it funny. I get it. I respect it. It is what it is. I changed it. Don't be mad at me anymore, okay? But Haru, it doesn't matter if you fixed it. You already did it. You already fucked up. Unbelievable.
How's it going, Haru?
Yo, Pizza, thanks for the 2-month resub. Welcome back, gamer. Appreciate it. I'm doing well. Hope you've been well too, man. Good to hear from you. The most brutal thing Nintendo's against is the competitive Smash community. Yeah, like they really don't like Melee either. I've heard like in the past, like they were so against like tournaments with like cash pots and shit for Melee. But I think they eventually let it slide because the community backlash was so heavy. That was in the past. I'm not sure how it is today. Heard Nintendo used to crack down on Nintendo game YouTubers in the past. About what? It was amazing seeing a friend go viral on Final Fantasy Twitter day one. I think we all enjoyed your play. Yeah, like all jokes aside, I do think it was pretty funny. It was definitely inappropriate. I think what's important is that I can acknowledge that it was inappropriate. You know, I'm not in denial. I'm not defending it, but I do think it was funny. Frankly, I thought it was hilarious, but that's just my sense of humor, you know. Good times, man. Good times. It was good for a week, you know. I'm defending it. I feel it, bro. I feel it. It was funny, Copium. It was. The reactions are pretty good. It's always for a reaction. At the beginning, it was hilarious. Yeah, it definitely escalated quite a bit after. Nintendo owned all videos regarding wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm hypercharging. Okay, Nintendo owned all videos regarding their games in the past and had a content creator system for them. Oh, that sounds atrocious. Oh man, well, I mean, is it still that way, or Nintendo Switch Online? Oh gosh, it's the same thing with PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live. Yeah. Yo, Shaq, buddy, thanks for the 4 months with Prime. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Change with the Switch release. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. Yo, Savix needs to enable live VODs. Like, if you were to click on my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, if you were to click on my Twitch channel, you could see that today's VOD is there, right? Like the live VOD is there, but for some reason Savix's isn't. I don't know why. I'm not sure if that's a setting or not. I want to see what the fuck he was talking about. He was saying that like I betrayed him or some shit. And he's like, just watch the VOD, hard. Just watch the VOD. But I can't. I have to wait like 2 days for that shit to go live. How many of you guys are going to do Ultimate tomorrow, huh? You guys excited? I'm going to spectate tomorrow, most likely. Like, mostly. For like the majority of like the morning and the afternoon. Isn't he banned? Savix? He's banned on his alt channel from YouTube. His main channel's fine. It was because of the video he dropped covering adventure plates, like the obscene ones. Can't wait to get pounded for 4 hours. Hey, bro, that's Prague in a nutshell. Same shit, different day. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. Oh, I should have popped my mech sooner. Wait, let me get the anchor. Oh, did I get the kill? Yeah, and I got the level up. Nice. GG's, yo. GG's. Who should I calm? We'll go to the healer. Oh, I got 2 comms. Damn, I've been getting comms as a DPS lately. What was that noise? That's my reaction to like barely being able to get off my burst before the boss dies. All right, let me go back to the old Charlene. I like it over there. Gold saucer. That's not where I want to go. Old Char. There we go. Want to group up? I can tank. Sure. Why not? Actually, not this very moment, because I think I want to do a little bit of reacting. Someone dropped the video earlier. If you guys want us to watch it, I think it might have been the Misshapen chair video covering healers. You guys want to watch that? Look at this. Look at the Wolves Den. Feels like Limsa. Oh yeah, the Wolves Den it came to life. It came to life, dude. It's so nice to see. I haven't seen that in years. It's always so dead. It's nice. Dark tank. Yeah, no, you can come as whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Hey, thanks for the follows. Healer video, let's go. Have you seen Misshapen's previous video with the cash shop? No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen his latest videos at all. Let me see. Misshapen chair. Thanks for the follows, yo. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the 14 cash shop exists, and therefore I hate it. Is this supposed to be an ironic video? Oh, his videos are surprisingly short. I didn't expect them to be this short. Hey, thanks for the head pats. All right, we're gonna watch the healing one first, okay? Sorry, dudes. I'm not sure how many of you guys actually enjoy the reacts, but I haven't watched this yet, so I want to see it. This is a Misshapen chair video. It's healing in Final Fantasy 14 is not fun. Sounds like a bit of a hot take, so let's see. Let's see what he has to say.
Greetings, travelers. It's me, resident scholar masochist, and now dejected degenerate weeaboo.
Okay.
Every job I touch turns to dust. In today's class, we are going to examine the green role type in Final Fantasy XIV, a topic that I'm sure people think I've talked about before, but you would be wrong. On paper, being a healer in an MMORPG means that you have to heal people and keep them alive.
Right.
Yes, this is true. But what do you do with your time when you don't need to heal anything?
You DPS.
Yes, you do damage.
Yeah.
This is it. You now know how to play a healer in any MMORPG. I've educated you. I no longer need to make any guides. Obviously, healing is not technically this simple.
I mean, that's the simple way to put it.
Games like these is that you need players to fulfill all role types in order for content to even be run in the first place. A problem that every developer has to try and find a way to fix so that people who play the only fun jobs in the game don't have to wait around for 45 minutes to get into a piece of required content in order to progress the juicy story, which is the only thing that people care about. Final Fantasy XIV healing has been through a lot over the years, going from the good old days of overhealing causing you to generate a fuckload of aggro and get beat to death, to the days of pressing Cleric Stance. What we have had since the
I've gone on too many times about Cleric Stance. If y'all are interested in my take on Cleric Stance, I talked about it yesterday while reacting to Lisa's video. It's in the VOD. But yeah, Cleric Stance was a nightmare. Oh gosh, I enjoyed it though. I thought it was fun.
Introduction of Shadowbringers especially is a massive overhaul of the healing system in order to lower the barrier of entry to the point where any tadpole left out in the open to asphyxiate can maybe pick it up. What we are left with is about 1 billion changes and enough healers playing the game to finally make waiting around not take half an eternity. With so many changes to healing though, it now feels like fucking garbage. When you first pick up a healer in this game, it can be quite overwhelming.
I think healing feels probably the best it has in a long time. I think healing is super comfortable now. I can see it feeling garbage for players who prefer a much more complex and demanding playstyle, like a much more intense playstyle. But right now, I think it's great. It's very accessible. The heals do shit. You have tons of mitigation, and the DPSing is free. You don't miss anymore. No more Cleric Stance. It's good, and it's like all the damage is pretty balanced as well, because like White Mage was very busted last expansion. They did more damage than tanks. Don't know if that's still a thing, but from the statistics that I've seen on FF logs, it looks all right. Everything seems fairly balanced.
As you look at your entire party's
I think it's
health
all right.
bars
It's comfy.
and feel like the world is going to shatter at any given moment, simply get good, scrub. You will eventually realize the ultimate truth.
Okay.
There is not a whole lot of outcoming damage at every second in this game, to the point where if you are new, you are probably way more focused than necessary. Even though I'm evil, I don't hate people who are new to healing for struggling at first, because everybody does. Everyone who tries to be decent at this game has gone through a learning curve, no matter how talented or perfect they may present themselves. The downside is that being awful at healing sometimes has consequences in brain-dead content compared to being a DPS who might as well not exist in terms of being able to get from point A to point B. This is why healing has such a low focus on DPS buttons, so that you don't have to maintain some complex DPS rotation on top of keeping the party topped up. Except, not really. The thing that is stupid to me is that there is a leveling system in this game. Healing at first should be easy to pick up, but you would expect it to get a little more complex as you level. Instead, what you have is one filler button and one dot to maintain on every healer, and that is it. You get to keep that from level 16 to level 90, the exact same filler rotation for your entire existence without anything new or stimulating being added except for a fancy new healing button that will solve the exact same problem that you can already solve.
Oh, well, it's because they like overflow your hotbar with tons of complex healing abilities, right? Like you have like your mitigation, you have your pure healing, your heals over time, your shields, your off global cooldown shields, and it goes on and on and on. And then some healers work even differently, you know, like for example, Astro has the card system. They have the Arcana, they have shuffle or sorry, redraw, they have they have divination, they have their personal buff. I think this is a decent take for like an easier healer, say like White Mage. White Mage is very easy to play, like just I feel like it's pretty, you know, commonly agreed upon that White Mage is most likely the easiest one. But in regards to Astro, I am perfectly fine with Astro just having Malefic and what is it, Combust. I'm cool with that because I am already struggling to fumble around with the cards, intersection, collective unconsciousness, opposition. Like you have tons of stuff to weave in a matter of seconds during like tank busters, raid wides, and all this and that. Especially when like it's time to like card and like a tank buster is happening at the same time. You gotta like figure out which one matters more, you know. and then you might start drifting. And then if you want to get even more like crazy with it, then you have to kind of care about drifting. Your cards might drift a little bit if you hold them for too long. And then you have to get you have to try to get like the right seals so you can have an optimal self buff or whatever. I forgot what it's called. But oh dude, it's just Astro is such a pain. I wouldn't want to play it if the DPS rotation was any more complex. You know, like I'm working so hard with all those off GCDs while just mashing one. You know, if I had to do like 1 5 3 2 1 6 like while doing all that, it would take a lot of practice, right? And sure, you can simply dismiss that with get good, but why? Like I already have to get good to do all the off GCDs and the heals and the cards and all that. Like the DPS has never been the primary focus with healers. It's the healing, you know. But they at least give you like an option to DPS. I mean, for crying out loud, why is Black Mage a little simple? You know, like Black Mage can be complex in regards to positioning and like really like min-maxing, but when you when you're completely clean to procs, it really boils down to Fire 4. You know, Fire 4 into what, Fire 1 into a couple more Fire 4s, and then what's the big one called that drains your mana? Despair. You know, it's the same, and then it's also the same thing with Summoner when you don't have any primals out, which isn't very often. You usually have your primals cycling, but like you spam Rune 3, and then with Red Mage you just spam the same 2 spells, right? And you can say, but Haru is technically 4. Okay, but like they work exactly the same, you know? So that's my take on it. I don't mind healers only having 1 GCD to spam with the occasional dot reapplication, because you have so many options, right? The same probably can't be said for White Mage, because it's not as complex as Astro or Sage, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. It depends on the person, the play style, and what exactly they like want out of a job, right? Or the role. Like, for example, me personally, I would prefer if the tanks all played similarly to Gunbreaker in regards to the rotation, right? The rotation for Gunbreaker isn't necessarily complex, but it has a lot more. It's a lot more fleshed out than, say, Warrior or Dark Knight. You know, Paladin is fairly simple as well, but it can get complex depending on the encounter. So I don't know. I think it's okay.
The closest thing that we have to any variance on this right now is energy drain optimizations on Scholar and Phlegma Balls, which is just a button that you have to manage slightly more, and despite Sage being a side grade Scholar, it somehow feels like it gives it more depth, while also making it painfully obvious how ludicrously shallow healing has become. As I've said earlier, healers have changed a lot over the years. Despite this, the thing that hasn't changed very much at all is fight design.
Thanks for the follows,
Encounters do not output damage at insanely high volumes unless you're running Savage at minimum item level or ultimate content in general, and even then, it doesn't matter.
The thing is, DPSing as a healer in the past was never really that much more complex than it is today. You know? Like, yeah, sure, we may have had Cleric Stance, but Cleric Stance really was not that easy or it wasn't that hard to optimize around. If you knew the encounter, if you knew the fight, if you knew exactly when you could get away with going to Cleric Stance, you're doing the exact same thing. You know, you're just spamming one spell, but before spamming that spell, you switch on Cleric Stance. Oh, like it's about time for me to start healing in like the next 2 GCDs. You take off Cleric Stance, you know? Like, it's not really that complex. You just flip on a stance, and you just have to be a little smart when you turn it on, or about when you turn it on. But the worst part is that it wasn't even rewarding, because you would miss all your spells anyway, because accuracy was a thing, and healers wouldn't get any accuracy on their gear. So like, not only was it a little harder and punishing, there wasn't really much of a reward, because you would miss a good chunk of your spells back then, you know? So like, I understand his argument, but it's just with the way the game worked before, it simply didn't make sense back then, you know? Now it makes perfect sense, and maybe someday we can see a return of Cleric Stance to spice up healer DPS just a little bit, right? And what's going to happen is we're probably going to hear shit from people saying, oh, this is too hard, and then they're going to complain, and then the devs are going to be like, this was a mistake, we should have kept it the way it was before, you know. The goal that they've set for themselves for like the past expansion or two is to bring the jobs to a kind of complexity where it's just accessible to all, you know, not just the people who really want to like do a lot of damage and want to optimize their jobs to a T, you know. I personally have no issue optimizing a job and playing it as perfect as possible, but some people have lives. Some people have jobs that they have to pour, or families, you know, they can't put that much time, they can't dedicate that much time into the game to really like perfect their job if it's incredibly complex, you know, because some people just want to play a samurai because it looks cool, right? But what if samurai is super complex and they're busy with their job and their kids and their wife, and then they just don't have the time to really put all this effort into learning and optimizing this job, you know? It just sucks for them. So I think it's okay. As someone who's like rated hardcore in the past and still does like mid-core and pretty high-end gameplay, I think this is okay. You know, I think it's a little selfish to want all the jobs to be very complex. You got to think about the other people too. The thing is that this is a big ass like MMO. Like tons of people play this game and they pay to play as well, you know? Like who the fuck wants to pay for an extremely complex game when they don't have the time to put all this effort into getting really good at such a complex game, you know? I feel like it's a little unfair to those people. I have the time to do it, but they don't, you know? So I think it's fair. Have some complex jobs and some simple jobs. That's a good way to go about it too, you know? Have some complex jobs for the people who want to do that, and then some for the people who don't. But then some people might they just might complain like, oh, but I want to play that job because it has a nice aesthetic or it looks cool or whatever the fuck. But then they can't play it because it's complex and they just don't want to put in that effort, right? And again, you can just say, well, sorry, bro, if you want to play that job, get good. But that's the thing. We can say that, but I don't think the devs want that, dude. I don't think so.
That incoming
and then cry on Reddit. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It'll be a never-ending cycle. Never-ending cycle. Oh, I'm so sorry. Valestine, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes on your badge, bud. Thank you.
Counter. Learning fights while healing can be kind of cool, but you will eventually boil it down to where you plan to place your cooldowns and go back to mashing one button. Simply begging for something to go wrong.
So let them cry, to be honest. But the thing is that, like, we can't really do that because, someone like you or me wouldn't mind if they just cried about it all day, right? Doesn't necessarily affect me, but it's not about us. It's about the integrity and the health of the community and the game, right? The devs would probably not be very happy if half of their community was extremely upset about their job design, right? Like, because they're going to lose a bunch of subs, people aren't going to play their game, and at the end of the day, Square Enix runs a business, you know, they need their game to be successful. But they also, it isn't just about the money. Like, surely they also care about, you know, the people who play. So they're trying to satisfy everyone. And that's a really hard thing to do, you know? Like, imagine trying to satisfy everyone. That shit's hard. I have a hard enough time trying to satisfy my fucking self. So I could never imagine the amount of stress and pressure these guys have trying to satisfy the entire community. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
So that you have something new and interesting to do instead of going through the exact same repetitive motion. And I know exactly what you're going to say next, which is, hang on, isn't that what DPS players do? The answer is yes, but your non-stop filler rotation on DPS and even tanks is infinitely more interesting than what you get to do on healer. Even Warriors core GCDs, which get made fun of, are way more complex than pressing one singular button. What's so stupid about this is that Final Fantasy XIV fight design has been this way forever. It was born and raised in a system in which healers had like 3 more DPS buttons. And the idea of contributing to DPS checks as a core part of playing healer is baked into the system. It is baffling that there is such an outright refusal to embrace the way the game is fucking designed and working. People are usually okay with...
I don't know. I think the fun for me with healer is what I do while DPSing. You know, like I like to push my... Like, yeah, like the DPS rotation is just fucking spam glare and reapply Dia when you need to. But it's not just about that, you know? It's also about what you're doing on top of that, and they've made it in such a way where now you can weave and heal without punishing yourself, you know, because they made all the casts short. Your cast or like the spell goes out before your GCD even ends, which creates enough room inside your GCD to fit an off GCD. You can weave, you know, like a bubble, like a mitigation, or a raid wide heal, or heals over time. You could argue that that's easy, but in my opinion, I think it's quality. I think it's quality of life. I think it feels way better than it used to, man. I used to complain about having to spend my lilies, you know. But like now, I don't really need to worry about that because I have so much that I can weave. You know, I don't just have to use my lilies to create space for a weave. Now I can just spam glare and then weave shit in. It works, you know.
Fight mechanics and how they can resolve them. It is insane
nice
to me that the proposed solution to the problem of making healers' kits 99% healing is changing the encounters. Not only because if it's not broken, don't fix it, but also because you can't change any of the old fights. You know, the old ultimates that people still like to go and clear. So even if you manage to overhaul the entire fight design system in this game to make it so that random healing is required, or make healing output much more important, you still invalidate all of the content that came out before. Which is just like, what is going to be easier? Making the DPS rotations to healers ever so slightly more interesting at close to maximum level? Or completely changing an entire part of the way that your design team makes fights and encounters. You know what will be surprising though? I don't even want to remove the one DPS button playstyle. Let one healer have this stupid ass rotation, probably white mage. That way people don't lose their unga bunga roll. Embrace some uniqueness where this game allows you to. Unique healing buttons do not work super well. That's why everything is about unique ways to deal damage in this.
Okay, you know what? In all fairness, the healers used to have a lot more dots. So like, they technically were a little different in the past. Like white mage, for example, they used to have the equivalent to glare was a stone. I think it was like stone 3 or 4. I think it was stone 4. They had arrow 3, arrow 2, and then at some point they also had, I think it might have been Heaven's Word. Heaven's Word had stone 3, arrow 3, arrow 2, and arrow 1. You had a lot. You had a lot of dots. And then Scholar had you obviously had your broil, or it might have just been ruin. And then you had bio 2, miasma, bio 1, miasma 2, shadow flare. So you did have a lot, but it was a lot in like the dot department, right? Once all your dots were up, then you just go to spamming the main spell. But you did have to micromanage all those dots. Wasn't necessarily difficult by any means, but it was a little bit of micromanagement, which called for more attention to your rotation. You know, you had a bit more to work with. So I can see where he's coming from in that regard, because now all the healers are just one dot and then your spam spell. Maybe, I don't know. It's just at some point, I'm sure you guys have realized this, but at some point the devs started to kind of hate dots, and they got rid of dots from not only healers, but like every job, dude. Every job. Yeah, it happened to a lot. Like Dragoon used to have phlebotomize paired with chaos. Now it's just chaos. Monk used to have touch of death paired with demolish. It's just demolish now. The list goes on. You know, Paladin has always just had goring blade. You were able to use fracture back when it was like there was a cross class system. Now we have roll system or whatever, the roll abilities. But it was a much different time. Don't even get me started on Summoner. Summoner had a million dots, but it was the same as Scholar. But yeah, better server. Nope, just delete dots. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one day we'll get better servers, but it is what it is. They removed my dot on Ninja. Oh, that's right. We used to have Shadow Fang. They got rid of Shadow Fang. They got rid of Mutilate. Ninja doesn't even have a dot. You have a Doton, and that's not worth it on single target. That's only dungeon.
This game. Part of what makes Sage so incredibly frustrating isn't that it's bad to play, but that it's literally a functional equivalent Scholar with some very, very minor differences. Cardia is just Fey Blessing, but instead of a stupid fairy just casting it for fun, it's something that you target and proc by pressing your DPS buttons. They did not create a healer that heals by doing damage, they created a scholar that heals by proxy on every broil cast instead of having a pet. I don't hate Sage, but I hate what it represents. An unwillingness to push healers in a direction that they have been in the past. You removed what I would consider to be the most frustrating things to manage on this role, which was old aggro, old protect, and good old cleric stance. We don't need to go all...
Okay, so I do like that Cardia kind of promotes healer DPS. And if someone who's new to healing kind of starts off with Sage, then it puts them on this path where, like, when they try new healers, they'll already know about DPSing. They'll have already gotten used to DPSing, you know? So I think, personally, I think that's good. But you could make the argument that it's kind of forcing them to DPS, right? Because these healers, like, these healers probably still exist where they're like, my job is to heal. You can't force me to DPS. You don't pay my sub. I am a healer. If I wanted to DPS, I would play DPS. But the thing is that they design these fights in such a way where, like, if you're progging it for the first time and you have, like, crafted gear, which is it's like the minimum, you know, like what you should wear in prog, fresh prog. Without healer DPS, you can't clear until you get enough gear to kind of just like fluff out your party's DPS, and then maybe you can get away without doing anything on healer. But I personally think it's a little lazy. Like, it's just, what else are you gonna do? Like whenever whenever nothing's going out, whenever there's no raid wipe, whenever there's no tank buster, and it's simply just autos, which the tank can probably heal themselves. What are you doing? You know? So like, you're just standing around. That's how we used to play in the Binding Coil Bahamut, the very first raid tier back in 2.x. That's how healers used to play. And you want to know why? It's because nobody knew how to play the game. Nobody knew how to play the game. You think healers knew that their spells were missing back then? You think they were even using cleric stance? They probably weren't even using cleric stance, you know? But like, we were all fresh, but people still play like that today, you know? And they've done so much for these jobs to make it painless and free to DPS, right? And yeah, that eliminates a lot of complexity and difficulty and learning curve as well. But I don't know. I've never mained healer. I've always just kind of like played it for fun, and I think it's still just as fun to play in the current state of healer design, right? But he does have a point with Cardia, though. That's a very good point. It is basically the fairy passively healing, but you have to DPS to heal. I never stopped DPSing, so it's perfect for me. But someone who isn't very used to DPSing, you're losing all of that healing. So yeah, like for someone who's new to healing and hasn't really gotten the hang of DPSing yet, perfectly understandable. You know, I'm not going to expect a brand new healer to DPS like full time. Not going to expect that from a new player. But if they want to play Sage, they lose out on all of that. So in that sense, that does suck. I will admit, that does suck. I feel that.
All the way back to old Heavensward DPS check bullshit, fuckface, max DPS scholar, or perish shit. I just don't want every single healer to feel exactly the same at the core. Because it turns out this game is designed with the healers DPSing about 90% of the time at a minimum. And the jobs are not designed with this core principle in mind.
You can still clear content without the healer DPSing 90% of the time, though. Like, you really can. You can.
I sure love mashing a...
Dude, you can clear with half of your party pulling grays. It's very possible. It's going to be slow, and you're going to get close to enrage. You might kill the boss during enrage, but it's possible.
Single button for 9/10 of my playtime, which is also why I never
like week
want
one.
To have
Hell no, not week one. With average gear.
Ever decided to implement it, because I will be bored to fucking tears if I am just sitting there pressing a single button for the majority of my gameplay. That's the real reason of why I don't like XIV combo. But if you make it optional, fine. On top of Sage existing, we also had to sacrifice Nocturnal Sect Astro for it, a job that has a playstyle around being able to utilize off-GCD shielding and felt distinct from Scholar. It wasn't optimal, but man, it was viable, and it was also fun for everybody who enjoyed playing it.
used to be a hater of Nocturnal Sect. I'm going to be completely honest. I used to despise Nocturnal Sect. However, last expansion, towards the end of 2021, I decided to pick up Mentor status, and I started queuing up for Mentor Roulette, and I would stream it. And I was playing White Mage, and I would get a lot. This was when a lot of players were starting to play the game for the first time. A lot of WoW Andes or just people from different games. You know, like WoW was in a terrible spot, and a lot of those players were coming over to try the game for the first time. And Asmon was also playing the game, so he brought a lot of his homeboys with him. And what do you know? When you queue up Mentor Roulette, you're going to get a lot of extreme trials from a Realm Reborn level 50. Now, White Mage has this problem at level 50 where you run out of mana. Like, your only mana regen is what's it called? Lucid Dreaming. And that has a cooldown of, like, what, a minute? And when you're running with a bunch of fresh players to the game and extreme trials level synced at level 50... they're dying. They're dying all the time. And you want to know what's expensive that I was using all the damn time? Res. So I was always running out of mana and I couldn't fucking deal. So I started going Astro, right? And again, I preferred Diurnal because the regens just felt better because they keep the tank up while you're DPSing and the party up as well. But I found myself going Nocturnal Sect more often than Diurnal Sect because like I would either get another pure healer, or I would get a scholar who didn't really understand the fight or didn't really understand scholar all that much either, and they would let everyone die. And then on top of that, I could survive some tank busters on Astro with Nocturnal Sect. I would shield myself and then eat a buster and then get the tank up. It was tough. So much better with that. But I'm not really all that pissed about the removal of Nocturnal Sect because we have another healer to balance it out, which would be Sage, right? So now we have 2 barrier healers rather than like a wild card healer and 1 pure, 1 shield, right? So it's even. But if you do end up getting 2 pure healers in a really like AoE heavy fight or tank buster heavy fight, then that does make it a little difficult. But it's usually that happens in Duty Finder. You know, you're gonna get content that's perfectly doable with 2 pure healers or 2 shield healers, so it's not a problem. Now, if you're doing Savage, if you consent to a party with 2 pure healers or 2 barrier healers, then that's your own fault. But in Duty Finder, it's not an issue. I don't really mind.
It is removed, all in the name of having 2 regen and 2 shield healers in the metagame, so that you can have 1 of each in a high-end Duty Finder specifically. Wow. Because what? Having 3 shield healers and 2 regen healers would throw the game out of balance? Tell me this. What do you plan to do when you want to add a new healer into the game? Are you going to add in 2 healers at the same time to keep this perfect ratio? Or are you going to release 1 type and accept the imbalance? Meaning that Nocturnal Sect was removed for absolutely no fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong on that one. I feel like Nocturnal could have stayed and nothing would have changed. I think it would have been fine, right? I don't think anything would have happened in regards to balance, healer balance, had Nocturnal stayed in the game. I really don't think so. Unless a healer wants to fucking like, or unless like an Astro, like a toxic Astro wants to go double fucking shields, and you can't do anything about that because it's their choice. They put on Noct or they put on Diurnal, whatever. But like, had they kept it, nothing would have been different. So that's true.
Just ask yourself the question of what are they going to do when they add in 1 more healer, and you can already see the problem. Talk about an insane lack of foresight for a game that is claiming to be making expansions for the next 10 years.
Ooh.
If you really wanted to make this high-end Duty Finder shit work of requiring 1 shield and 1 regen healer, you could allow Astro players to pick which sect they prefer before going to queue and move on. It is not that fucking hard. Imagine putting a little bit more work in to make your player base happy, even though double shield and double regen were and are still viable. Fuck, it's sometimes even meta. I joked about Nocturnal
What is he
Sect
talking
being
about?
removed, but man, I really can't see a good reason why, other than making the job of the development team easier, with the consequence of sacrificing a small amount of uniqueness that the game
go to the other
still
side. There you
provided.
go.
The only other thing I will mention about this is that healing is a balance of outputting adequate healing and keeping up damage. This game is notorious for turbo casuals who only heal and don't DPS after playing the game for 5,000 hours.
He called them turbo casuals. Come on.
That is very different than overhealing a fuckload when you're new to healing. But this game is also notorious for high-end healers that drop their whole party who fucked up a mechanic when they could have just lived through it with an extra heal.
Ooh.
Even if you want to be an absolute fucking Machiavellian monster about it, it is going to take you less time to get a re-clear with one shitty pull than two pulls where one was shittier than the other. People already tunnel vision super hard when they shouldn't, and that's not a result of healers having a complicated rotation, but a result of basic incompetency.
Yeah.
Giving a little
right.
more to manage is not going to make them any fucking worse when they can already be close to rock bottom. We've managed to go full circle though, where healer play rate was originally low.
I don't know, man. If I'm playing a healer, I'm not very comfortable on. Like Astro, right? If I were playing Astro, this used to happen to me all the time in dungeons or even in extreme trials. I was trying to learn Astro in like higher end content, but this would let's use a dungeon for example, right? Let's say a tank is very incompetent at mitigating, and he's pulling like a Chad. He's pulling every single mob wall to wall, and I have to adjust because he's not mitigating or his gear is bad and he's taking excessive amounts of damage. But I have no choice but to completely focus on keeping this man alive, and I don't have time to DPS. I don't have time to focus my attention on my cards. I completely throw the cards out the window. I do not pay attention to Div's cooldown. You know, like during moments like those, I don't fucking care to DPS. I can't afford to, you know? So I think there are still plenty of opportunities to just only heal. Granted, they're not good opportunities. And most of the time it's forced on you, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like this happens to me on stream. Like I'll do fucking Mount Golg on Astro, and the tank will do the entire first pull, and he'll just be dying, and I have to pop fucking light speed and spam what's it called? Benefic 2, and then like I have to like pray that like no, and what happens is I'll drop the star, and ideally I should be like, as soon as the star turns into the bigger star, and I can get the higher potency heal, I should pop that immediately, right? But I just don't pay attention, and then the tank dies, and then the star explodes because I'm just so caught, like I'm just so focused, you know, like that shit does happen. So unless you're raiding or like playing with competent tanks and DPS who kill shit fast so the tank doesn't run out of CDs, there are plenty of moments where you might not even have a good opportunity or even time to DPS, you know? Watch out, like, okay, I was gonna say I'll queue up for a dungeon like Mount Golg on Astro, but I don't even think I need to prove it. Like it definitely happens
because it was too hard, and now the play rate is super low because it is so fucking boring. Would there be people who would be sad about losing their current playstyle that they like? Yeah, but it didn't seem to be a problem when fucking over healing players in the past. Yeehaw. Anyways, I think that's enough ranting on this topic for now. I will finish by saying this. Give Scholar players 2 dots, make one of them a hard cast, and give them Try Disaster, and make Aetherflow reset the cooldown of said Try Disaster.
Okay, I'm all for giving them a second dot. Hardcast? Yeah, sure, why not? But Try Disaster? No, man. I don't know if they should get Try Disaster. They turn into Summoner at that point. No, because what's gonna happen, I promise, what's gonna happen is that if they were to put Try Disaster on Scholar, Summoners would be like, Mr. Yoshi, can we get Try Disaster back? Can we get some dots, please? We want more complexity. You know, like, it's gonna create that big situation, and it's just, I'm cool with a second dot. But Try Disaster.
White made stay exactly
I don't know about that one.
So that we can meme on it for being the baby healer. Bring back Nocturnal Astro. Bring back AoE dots. And make Sage have some whack-ass, overcomplicated DPS rotation that baffles people's minds, and see if they embrace it or not. Because with how safe that job was on release, it was stale.
Well, the thing is that if they were to bring back AoE dots, they would have to change a bunch of potencies. They would have to nerf the spammy AoE. Because right now, without the dots, it's actually quite fine because the AoE does a pretty decent amount of damage, right? But if you had those AoE dots paired with that spammy spell, dude, the mobs would just fall over. I mean, they already kind of do, you know? So that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. AoE dots, do you mean hots? No. The dots, like, Scholar used to be, they had this, it was an Aether Flow, off global cooldown. It was Bane, and it would spread the dots on one target to all the mobs within a radius, a small radius. So Miasma 2, true, Miasma 2 was also an AoE dot. That would just apply one dot to all the mobs around it. But Bane was a pretty cool one. It's just right now there's no reason for Bane without more dots, you know? So if they were to add more dots to apply to more than one target with either Bane or Miasma 2, they would really need to like lower the potency on Art of War or shit like that. And the same would have to go for the other healers if they were to do that.
Before I even started playing it. If someone complains that they need to be rewarded with more DPS for their complicated job, simply tell them that the reward is being able to have fun and not being bored out of their fucking mind. Shut the fuck up about a whole 2% DPS variance. Now let's get out there and go back to mashing one button with drool rolling down our face.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it's all right, but I'm not a healer main, so maybe that's why I don't mind it. He had some pretty good takes. Some I didn't necessarily agree with, but for the most part, he was pretty right. A lot of it was right, but a lot of it was a bit much. I don't know. Maybe this is a video for like healer mains. I feel like this would probably speak a lot more to healer mains who have a lot more to say, or they're a lot more passionate about the job, right? Me, I'm okay with the state of healers, but it's because I'm a DPS main, you know. I've never really cared all that much about healers to begin with. I still find healing pretty challenging depending on the fight and the players that you're playing with.
Greetings, travelers.
Okay, so we wanted to watch this one as well. So this is this cash shop one. I don't know what this video is about, but for anyone who thinks cash shops are always bad, Final Fantasy XIV's cash shop isn't, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would probably agree with me in this sense, I don't think it's very bad. The cash shop for 14 is primarily for cosmetics, and then you also have job boosts and story skips, right? But there isn't really anything on there that's pay to win, like at all. I mean, I guess you could say the bike, the Cloud's motorcycle or whatever, that's technically, like, this is a stretch. It's technically pay to win because on expansion release, when no one has flying unlocked yet, the bike actually has max speed on the ground, and I think you can get like some consumable items that boost your ground speed on mount for these like zones, right? Like, let's say, for example, in Shadowbringers, right? Kaluja, right? Like you start off like a lot like slower, but if you're on the bike, you're faster. So that's technically pay to win. But that's such a stretch. Like, whatever. This guy will get from point A to point B like what, 5-10 seconds faster? Nah, dude, I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. Whatever, dude. It's fine. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that shit. It's cool. I have the bike too, man. I got it because I thought it looked cool. You know? So like, whatever. Whatever. Oh, yo, Hero Buddy, thanks for the 100 bits. I just don't get how anyone can get so upset about stuff like this in the game. I've been a dark main forever, so I guess I had stuff I could have been mad about. Just didn't bother me that much. Well, it's you know, to each their own, right? Some people are a lot more passionate than others. I've just been there, done that. You know, like once upon a time, I was in a similar like mindset as his, where I cared a lot more, but I've seen so many fucking jobs get like butchered or like fixed to the point where they're broken, like Summoner, for example. Summoner was always a pretty average DPS, but then last expansion it was absolutely busted, right? And then they changed it to what it is now. So it happens all the time. You could make these arguments about the majority of the jobs and the roles in this game, but I don't really think we have much of a say. I really thought that the community's loudness about Kyton would have had an effect on those changes, but they didn't. And the community was not quiet about Kyton. A lot of people were very upset about the Kyton changes, and they did it anyway. So I think it's safe to say that they're probably going to continue doing what the fuck they want. They'll probably listen with with potency changes, right? Or something that needs to change. Like for example, Dark Knight's Living Dead, that something had to be done about living. So eventually they got to it. It only took 6 years, but they finally did it, you know?
Final Fantasy XIV has a cash shop. I do not like cash shops in any video game, but I understand.
Oh, and another thing about the cosmetics in the cash shop.
Astro made him okay with the current state. Could be better without Arcana.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Yo, thanks for the 3 months with Prime, man. I feel on that one, but I feel you because Astro is so fucking busy. It's so busy. It's crazy busy. But what I was gonna say about the cash shop is like some people might think it's a little bullshit that you have to pay for some cosmetics and shit in the cash shop, but the thing is, the reason why that's okay is because there's not that many, right? Like now there's a lot because they've been doing this for 8 years, but there's tons of cosmetics that look great in game that you can get with crafting or raiding or whatever, right? There's no shortage of like good and rewarding cosmetics in game that you can get without paying real money. The ones on the cash shop, there's not that many, and most of them are just like, most of them resemble outfits from like real life, you know, like the Korean outfits or the Chinese ones, you know, or like the Far Eastern ones. A lot of that doesn't even like work in like Final Fantasy style, so it's just for fun. You feel me?
There is a need to make money. It's not as if this is a game where you have to pay a subscription fee in order to play it, and they already have a source of income. Talking about the cash shop in Final Fantasy XIV usually has me met with one singular, all-encompassing response. It's not as bad as other games. Ah, yes, I forgot that we have reached late-stage corporate greed where we all just now accept it as it is. I assume that your other hobbies include licking the boots of Bill Gates or gargling the cum of Jeff Bezos. Well, that's when I say that I too have partaken in the secret Amazon sauce and purchased stuff for real money on the cash shop too. This means that I am not allowed to critique it, as it would make me a massive hypocrite. But thankfully, I'm evil now, so I no longer give a fuck. Allow me to make myself clear. Okay. I despise cash shops in all video games. It doesn't matter how much I like the game or not. I would personally throw all of them into a pit and fill it with the currently very expensive gasoline and burn it all up if I had the power to do so. I think that they are inherently greedy and a way for corporate overlords to skim some extra cream off the top and put it into their shareholders' bank accounts. It doesn't matter if the company claims that the money goes back into the game. This can never be truly verified unless they want to make all of their finances public knowledge.
I've heard that the cash shop has made more money than subs. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that it's made way more money than subs. What the fuck?
And I'm also supposed to trust that information.
That's
something
crazy.
Something that almost no company will do, and something that I'm never going to take at face value anyways. Take it from me, I used to work for a non-profit organization that took donation money, and you bet that we all said that it went back into the place, while deep down, we knew that it was all a lie. Something that we had to tell ourselves so that we didn't feel bad at the weird second-hand extortion. At best, I think you can be kind of neutral towards it. When I see someone saying that Final Fantasy XIV has a good cash shop, I think that you've been manipulated. Something that is more painful to admit than to simply go along with.
Okay.
The best thing that the cash shop has going for it is that people like Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah.
This by itself is what helps placate the masses. However, if this game ever starts going downhill in the eyes of many, I guarantee that the cash shop will be one of the first things attacked and also cited as this game's downfall. So let's take a closer look at some things related to the cash shop. As a side note, the cash shop is not going anywhere, not because I have no power, but because it's too baked into the game at this point.
And it also makes too much money.
Let me debunk two claims that I see far too often in public and private discourse. First up, the cash shop sells mostly cosmetic items. This doesn't give players any intrinsic advantage and is not a good motivator. This is one of the stupidest things I have ever heard.
What the fuck? That's what I just said, man. It's not stupid, I swear.
Cosmetics are fucking king in multiplayer video games.
Okay, he has a point.
Yes, I've joked about it, but like many jokes, there is a grain of truth there. Many players want to look cool in this game. I'd even say the majority do.
Okay, but the cash shop cosmetics aren't even the best. That's the argument, right? The cash shop cosmetics are not even the best. Bro, like if the 2B outfit was cash shop, that would be something. That would be meta, you know? You have to spend money for that meta ass, the meta 2B ass. You have to, right? But it's not. The best cosmetics aren't even in the cash shop. Like the average ones. Okay, some are a little above average. Okay. Explain Cruise Chaser. I can't explain that one. That one was bad. That one was very bad. They shouldn't have done that. That should have been a Rival Wings reward. I can't defend that one. That one was dog shit. Like I don't know what their reasoning could have possibly been for the Cruise Chaser, but that was garbage. They should not have done that. I cannot defend that. That was so stupid. That should have been PvP.
How do I know that cosmetics are a good motivator? Well, for one, if they weren't making money, they wouldn't keep selling them. But it's also how they get people to populate all the content in this game. The old carrot and carrot approach to get players to do something they otherwise wouldn't.
That should have been T,
PvP
maybe.
rewards, Eureka rewards, Bosja rewards, and even the ultimate shiny weapons themselves. These are not here to reward players for doing those pieces of content, but to motivate players who otherwise wouldn't even try it. You think that some of these things are incredibly low populated now? Imagine these instances without the cosmetic rewards on top of it. Hardly anyone would run something like Delibrum Regine Savage with
Bro, DRS was dog shit, yo. Like, how many of y'all actually enjoyed DRS? It's definitely worth it for the Cerberus, but dude, that shit is painful, man. It is painful. DRS is fun. I don't know, man. I thought it was cool, but dude, it's just you need a. What is DRS? It's like it's similar to Eureka with what was it called? The Baldesian Arsenal. It's an instance with a bunch of bosses and trash mobs and like really complex mechanics. But the thing with it is that it's kind of like a 24-man. I mean, I'm pretty sure this. It's like it's fuck. DRS had more than 24 people. No, did it? I can't even fucking remember. But 40 man, 48, and then BA had like 52 or something like that. Something weird. I don't know. It has a lot of people. But that's the problem. 48, 56, 56.
My head is complex.
Yeah.
SM in rotation.
Yo, Gold, thanks for the 8 months. The problem with these is that they're pretty fucking challenging. The mechanics are complex, and it requires everyone to be on top of their shit and not dumb, right? But you can't micromanage 48 to 56 fucking people. You know, how the fuck is one person gonna do that? So what you gotta do is there's like Discord servers that form these groups, you know, and then they get hopefully or ideally good enough players who can most likely clear this content, right? But you're still at the mercy of you said it was 48 of 47 other people, right? Like you go into a full like alliance of randoms, 47 random people, and it's like, okay, I hope they know what they're doing, and you could potentially waste an entire week, you know? Let's say like their prog is so bad that they end up disbanding after a week, all that wasted time. That's why this content is kind of but at least the reward is good enough to make it worth it, right? Like Cerberus is fucking awesome. Cerberus is awesome. It's like it's a 4-seater, right? Total? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love Cerberus.
Without that Cerberus mount as the cinnamon candy that you get for defeating the final boss.
But God, is it a pain?
Because that's the only reason that I ran that instance. Hell, I'd probably clear Baldesion Arsenal more than once if I wanted anything more than this cool amount that I do actually use. Although I do like attempting
Ozma a
ultimate
lot.
content purely for the sake of attempting to beat it, but ultimately failing because I suck at the game, that's about as far as it goes for me. I just like killing. If the shiny weapons didn't exist, I know an overwhelming number of people who would never even bother to step foot into the Thunderdome. The other argument usually goes something like this. Cosmetics are motivators, but this game doesn't advertise the cash shop to you 24/7 and shove it down your throat. To that I say, well, I guess there isn't a pop-up, but that's because...
What is that? Hold on.
There isn't a pop...
You may now try on gear from the online store via the Dream Fitting feature. Oh, that's right. But like, this was just a one-time thing, right? It was a new patch. They do this with literally every new system that they added to the game. It gives you one pop-up, and then it never comes back. It never comes back. So I feel like this is kind of like a lousy argument, because it comes up one time, and then after you hit OK, it never comes back. But the entire point of this system is to try on gear from the cash shop, so you can actually like preview it before you spend money on something that might look like dog shit on your character, right? But I think another reason is because the best way to go about this before this system was to use a tool to try on gear client side, right? You wouldn't actually have it, but like on your screen you could see it, and that's what a lot of people would do. They would try and cash out gear with a tool, and then they'd be like, okay, I think I want to buy this, you know. So I think it's a good system for people who actually want to try to buy something down the line in the shop, right? So they don't buy a piece of gear and it's like, oh, this looks like shit on me. I guess I just wasted $15-16, you know. So I think it's a good thing. But yes, this pops up one time to tell you that it's a thing, and then it never pops up again.
Pop up. But that's because they don't need it. You know what the biggest advertisement in the world is? Seeing other players with those items.
And that's such a good argument. Yoshi didn't even want that. Players asked for it, right? But it's not even a bad thing. But like this system, it's not an in-game cash shop. It's a quality of life feature, so you can know what you're getting yourself into if you want to.
In game, every single person in this game sees the glamour and the mounts that other players are using, and they think to themselves, huh, that looks kind of cool. Where did they get it? And that's it. They already got you. They don't need to advertise anything directly, because that's what the player base is already here for. You see that hot and sexy item and wonder how you can acquire it. People run something like Copy Factory for those sweet 2B leggings that will make your character's booty bigger. People buy the Dalmascan drape top off the market board because they see someone else wearing it, and you end up buying the collegiate skirt because you like the way it looks.
It does look good.
Rocket science. It's why people who don't care about glamour in this game are the outliers, the lone wolves of playing Final Fantasy. If the piece of glamour that you want to complete your perfect outfit...
Dude, people who don't use glamour and they just wear like their raid gear, completely unglamored, it kind of reminds me of those dudes at the gym who pull up in a hoodie, right? And they're doing cardio in a hoodie. It's like, why? Why?
Is only obtainable through the cash shop.
Man, it's so weird.
You better go get the wallet.
But to each their own.
There is another thing on the cash shop, though. Something else that motivates people to buy it. The not cosmetics. This includes the level skips. This is another thing that is bought and sold for the low price of
sweat it out, dude. You're dying in a hoodie. You're gonna overheat.
It's very easy to assume that people only buy this for no good reason when there are a couple of real motivators. One is seeing a high-level player in the wild having fun, and the other is already leveling a job to max and wanting to level another job. You could put all the time and effort in, or just buy it. I know I did. Saved me a lot of my precious free time as well. Selling cheat codes is pretty funny to me. Some will tell you that this creates players who level skip and have no idea what to do, but you can make it work if you want to put the time and effort in. Leveling doesn't even really teach you how to play the game anyways, and people who want to play well are going to put the work in regardless. It is not any different than unlocking Reaper at level 70 and then deciding that you don't want to read your tooltips. Still, I don't personally like the level skips despite me giving them money to keep selling them. Nah, who am I kidding? These are going to stick around forever too. Remember,
they're never going to go away.
14
Cash App makes too much fucking money. I got logged out. What are you? I just got 90k. Okay, wait, let me log back in. What the fuck? Well, fuck. I forgot what he was saying. Okay, I just got 5k. All right, I'll log back in a moment.
It's a bit of a grind to get to the end game, but you can participate with the rest of the active community salivating at the newest story arc if you just hand over some money for that precious story skip as well. I am not attacking the community at large for excluding newcomers. This is just the nature of episodic plot.
I don't really mind job skips, and MSQ skips, so long as you've at least experienced the leveling process once, so you can. I don't know, man. It's because like what happened is a lot of players from like this was such a big drama. Let's say one person, okay, a certain someone from a certain game, who's also a streamer, came to Final Fantasy to try it out. And you want to know what he did? He bought a boost. He bought a job and a story skip. And never played the game before. Never like I guess he'd never watched any like sort of videos or guides or whatever. And then he went into Savage raiding immediately after boosting. And he played like absolute dog shit. And then the infamous quote, "What were the heels? What were the heels?" came about, and then that painted like boosts in a really bad light. But that's not the fault of boosts. That's the player, bro. That's the player. You know, like if you go through the leveling one time and then experience the story or like the high-end content, then you'll at least know what you're gonna be getting when you buy a boost, right? Because at level 80, you have so much on your hotbar. You have a ton of shit on your hotbar, right? So when you boost, you have all this shit. And then not only you're not gonna know how to do the fucking or like your rotation, you're not gonna know what anything does. You're gonna get overwhelmed with the amount of tooltips and the reading, and you're not gonna know what to do. And then on top of that, you just don't really understand the rotation. Like usually, I mean, bro, even if you're a seasoned player, it's more than likely that you're gonna go on Google and search an opener or like some sort of direction to go with your rotation if you're trying a job for the first time, you know. So that happened, and it made the boost and the skips look really fucking bad. But yeah, if you play through the story once, or if you level up once, or do a little bit of Savage at least on one job, you'll know that you'll know what to expect. You'll get all these actions, and you'll know that you need to learn what they do, the tooltips, yada yada yada. And these fights aren't easy, you know. I remember exactly how it happened too. He was on Samurai and he was doing Altoroid. He was fighting Altoroid, the big danger noodle with the wings, and he stood in between two fireballs and he blew up and he died instantly. Nothing could have been done for him. And what were the heels? Oh man.
One that can be exploited even.
That's true. That's also one of the easiest bosses in the game. It was a perfect one to start off with, but he was just so like inexperienced that he still died to it.
And further from
it is what it is.
Gotta get that sweet money. I'm not going to bring up having to buy these skips to create alt characters to play with different friends and different data centers, because in theory DC travel will mean they're not trying to exploit that anymore. But I will say that historically, that's also been a big motivator for buying the skips. Want to change your race because they fucked you over for an entire expansion? Go get the money. Want the good dyes?
Yo, here's a little hack for you guys who have never okay. Get this. You can get one item back for free. One item back from the you can send in the ticket, and they will refund you one item that you've had previously, right? This was before the cash up was a thing back in 2.x, and I wanted to change my hair color because we didn't have the barber yet. This was like 2013. We didn't have the barber yet. So when you pre-order the game, you get a free Fantasia with it, right? And I used it at some point and I fucked up. I didn't use it right. So I submitted a ticket and I was like, hey, I kind of fucked up. Could you give me back my Fantasia? Like, because we didn't have any options, right? And they refund a specific item that you've had before that you don't have anymore one time. So if you have pre-ordered the game and you've already used that Fantasia, you could technically submit a ticket and say, hey, I'd like to use my one-time item refund on that Fantasia, the pre-order one, and they'll give it to you. They will. I don't know if they've changed it, but it worked for me on 2 different characters. So there you go. There you go.
Don't want to illegally buy Gil? Well, you better go get the green stuff. Want those cool emotes? Go get the cash. Want to spice up your ERP sex dungeon? Better spend that dough. You want to cosplay as a main character? Hand over that bread. You want to get a mount that is strictly faster for faster plot progression?
It's $30. It's $30, dude. I don't really use the cash shop very often, so like, oh my gosh, I didn't even fucking. I couldn't remember like that it cost $30, man. Pay to win mount. Yeah, I guess so.
Over the coin. The cash shop can do it all. Every single type of reward that you can get in the game exists for real money.
Oh, dude, take it off. Take it off. We know they fucked up with this one, bro. Oh, man. They don't have an excuse. This one was shameless. Oh, goodness.
It be the exact same cosmetic, and they will continue to keep them
what a
separate,
shame.
probably. But every type of reward that you can get by playing the game, there is a similar type of reward that you can get by letting the Square Enix CEO dip his grubby little fingers into your money hole. The only other thing that I want to talk about is simple. Event rewards. Another thing that you can either be subbed to the game at the time it comes out or pay money afterwards to obtain the item. Well, I guess that's fair. They make money either way. Although it's not like the event could give you all of the previous rewards and the new ones in addition to it for participating in a current event at the current time. Or just
That's how RuneScape does it, or old school RuneScape. Oh my gosh. It's a really, but they could definitely do that. Like old school RuneScape, basically, every time they drop a seasonal event, when you complete that one, you'll get all of the rewards from the previous years. I think it's a great system, honestly. I like that a lot. But yeah, I guess they have no excuse. They're just taking our money. But at least it's cheap, right? Like most of the event items are like less than $5. Some is like $5 tops, right? But the expensive shit are like the mounts and like the fancy outfits. But all the old like seasonal events, it's like $2, $3, $5 tops, and that doesn't make it right. But at least it's not 20, man.
Rerun the old events at all. Look, that's what I would do since I am a nice guy. I might be evil, but I'm not a monster. Although I am starting to feel like I shouldn't talk about anything in this game because I'm kind of surprised. Here I was making this script a long time ago and revisiting it now, and you can now try on the cash shop outfits in-game. And I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Stop showing that, man. They only show it once. That's how it is with everything, dude. Every time they implement a new system, they give you a little alert, and that's it. You never see it again.
If I'm going to be able to spend real money on something, I better be able to see how it will look for me in-game.
That's misinformative.
Yeah, I didn't really like getting a notification about that. Anywho, I don't really have much else to say. To anyone out there who thinks that this is the best version of a cash shop, I guess it is. But on the other hand, it's the best version of something that I personally think is bad by nature. It is a very shiny pile of shit. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. That is your business. But I guess I'm glad this game doesn't charge you real money for its loot box system. At least not yet.
It's never gonna do that, dude. I don't think so. Like Square, like their cash shop does have a lot of cosmetics on it, but I doubt they'll ever adopt loot boxes, bro. I doubt it. Copium? No way. Never say never. I don't think so, man. What? Loot boxes? That's a Blizzard exclusive, bro. Okay, no, obviously more companies do it, but like I'm like traumatized by fucking Blizzard because I've spent probably like at least $300 on fucking loot boxes in Overwatch because I really wanted like a Mei skin or some shit. Yeah, I used to be a Mei main. But oh god, I hate loot boxes, man. I hate gambling, man. I want guaranteed rewards, man.
Now let's get out there and make sure to buy the latest busty outfit for your big titty waifu.
Yeah, all right, that was all right. I thought that was pretty funny. Overwatch 2 beta soon? Oh, you're right. Why did you spend money on loot boxes? Dude, it's because they were making super good skins for my waifus and I wanted them. Dude, it's just like you had to grind too much, man. I was going to school at the time. I was working. I didn't have enough time to fucking grind all day to get like 5 loot boxes after fucking 20 hours of gameplay, man. The loot box grind was fucking hell, and the RNG is terrible. So yeah, I had to pay money to get the fucking loot boxes so I could get my sexy skin. God. Listen, it wasn't my fault, okay? The shit was predatory. I couldn't deal, man. Like, the FOMO was too much, bro. Those seasonal outfits, like, after 2 months, that's it. The skins are gone, bro. I had to get it. I was a victim. I hate gacha. I do. It sucks. It does. Oh, man. Like, just thinking back, I hope they never do that again. You think FOMO, have you seen Destiny 2's FOMO? No, I haven't even played Destiny 2. I lost a lot of friends to Destiny, though. They all just went ham on Destiny. Yo, thanks for the follows, yo. Some of those season outfits were fired. That's my point, right? Like, the thing. Oh. Wait, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Anyway, yeah, the cash shop on Final Fantasy, like, the outfits aren't so, like, amazing to the point where I cannot help myself and I just buy it, right? I don't do that with Final Fantasy because the outfits are all right. The shop outfits are all right. But on WoW, not WoW, sorry, on Overwatch, they were just too good. They were too good. I had to buy loot boxes. I had to. But at least in Final Fantasy, I'm not trying to justify the cash shop, but bro, at least they weren't like robbing me that hard, right? Like with Final Fantasy cash shop, you get what you pay for. In fucking Overwatch, you might get it. You might get it after spending $100, right? It's like, God, it's just so random, dude. I hate gacha. It's terrible. And the same thing is in Genshin and all these other gacha games. It's so... what's there to be concerned about? You guys didn't see anything. Blizzard games are nothing but FOMO, though. It's the truth. I haven't really played WoW, so I wouldn't know. But Overwatch was definitely a bad fucking time. Also, stop asking about my Aroma Born... a main menu. Stop asking, okay? My game is glitched. It's a glitch. It's a bug. I've reported it, but they won't take action. It's like a client-side glitch or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a glitch. Yeah, media tour. Come on, man, it's a glitch. Oh man. Glitches. Yeah, that's a bit strange. I'm dealing with a lot of glitches these days on my game. I just don't know what it is, man. Especially that weird little dot that's under my character whenever I'm in combat. Like, I mean, it's been giving me a bit of an advantage. I'm not gonna lie, but like, it's just a glitch. I don't know. I have no idea how that happened. Oh shit! Wait, stop! That's also a glitch. Whatever you saw there was also a glitch. Stop! Oh my god. Oh my gosh, man, I'm being exposed. Oh man. But anyway, yeah, Misshapen Chair, let me drop his channel. That was a good video. Misshapen Chair makes some good stuff. Like he's made this weird transition into like a super villain, so his takes are extra fucking spicy lately. But let's remember not to take them too seriously, okay? I feel like that does more harm to you than anyone, because in a way he's kind of trolling. While also being a little serious, he's also kind of trolling. So let me link his channel really quick. Misshapen Chair. There you go. Shout out to my boy. We don't even know each other, but his videos are good. I like them. Misshapen Chair is like 99% correct about everything. The thing is, I feel like he's usually really correct from like the perspective of a high-end gamer in Final Fantasy, right? Like, I would have agreed with basically everything he said maybe 2 years ago, right? But now that like I've relaxed a bit and I can see both sides of said coin, some of it can be argued against, right? Like, I don't want to be super selfish and just want this. I don't want this game to just be only a game for high-end gamers, right? Like, wasn't that a problem with WoW as well? Percentage on XP bar? Oh, fuck. Wait, what? Where? I don't see that. Oh my god, I see it. Oh, fuck. Listen, bro, it's just quality of life, okay? I'm not trying to justify plugins, but some of it is quality of life, and they should have added this shit a long fucking time ago. They should have done it. They should have done it like 5 years ago, but they just won't. Okay? People have to take matters into their own hands. It's not right, but it happens. It happens. It is what it is. Can't be helped. It really can't be. Yeah, but consider this. The solution to the casual versus hardcore is simple. What, get good? So much cope? It's not cope. It's the truth. Dink donk. You hated Kaizen. The Kaizen changed, but after playing it, you kind of don't care since it does help some people. Yeah, but another thing with Kaizen is that it doesn't change. It doesn't change Samurai's rotation at all. Samurai still plays the same. You just don't have Kaizen. That's all. It plays the exact same. High skill ceiling, low skill floor. True. WoW's main issue is no content scaling and new content completely invalidating the old one. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't have that at all. Yeah, like, okay, item level kind of makes a lot of the content easy, I'm not gonna lie. Easier than it can be, but you do have the option to make it harder on yourself. You can go min item level, and you can even go as far as taking off some accessories, and you can play it exactly the same it would have been way back in the day. You can argue that the job design at low level makes it easier as well, but you can't do anything about that, so you just gotta suck it up. Dude, the fact that there is no native support for mouse over drives me mad. As a healer main, it sucks. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. You ready? You ready? Look at this. Look at this. It's a glitch, bro. For some reason, my game has mouse over support. I don't know why, but I just woke up and I logged on and now I have mouse over support. Fuck, bro. I don't know why I do this to myself. I find it funny, but it's shooting myself in the foot hard. But shit like that should be a thing, bro. Like the fact that mouse overs can only really be done through fucking macros is horrendous, because it's heavily affected by latency, and then it doesn't work the way it should. It lags, sometimes it doesn't go through, and then on top of that, it's also like, if you were to just spam a mouse over for like a minute, a mouse over macro for a minute, and then spam the spell targeted for a minute, you would probably lose out on like 1 or 2 whole GCDs by the end of that minute, right? And that's not even a stretch. That's just the truth. Wearing cash shop items match. Okay, but this one's nice. I like this one. I like the tie, and I like the skirt. It's cute. And I also, this entire outfit is cash shop, bro, except the nails. Look, even the headpiece. Look at that. That's nice. It's nice. It's not ideal, but it's pretty good. This is a placeholder glamour. Show your new plate. Oh, you guys want to see my new plate? Yeah, I have a new plate because I didn't want to get in trouble. Here's my new plate. It was a little lazy. I made it in like 2 minutes, but I thought it was all right. It's my new plate. I'm not changing my search comment. You guys cannot convince me to change the fucking search comment. Okay, these are words to live by. This is good advice. All right. Thank you for changing it. Of course. I still have it somewhere, but look so guilty. Yeah, it's just like, oops. Gave into the GMs. Dude, I value my account. I don't want to get, or my character. I don't want to get banned. Oops. Horny? Yeah, it's still horny. Oh, gosh. You bet they have a portrait history? It doesn't fucking matter. Listen, I'm not breaking the rules anymore. I have changed. Mine says, don't be dumb. Put a... Okay, that's basically the same. It's the same thing. Wait, y'all remember when Limit Max or whatever his name is, he used to play this game for a bit? He was actually playing a lot. And at some point, I think he was watching like some videos of Yoshi talking about third-party tools and shit. And I think he wanted to reform himself, and he stopped using plugins and shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, if he can do it, I think anyone can, right? Except me. I'm having a really hard time. Like, what'll happen is if I stop, I'll like relapse or something. I need rehab. If I want to get rid of the fucking plugins. It's hard, man. Imagine using plugin. It's hard. Stop using plugins. Leave me and my Marketboard plugin PNB alone. Dude, the Marketboard plugin is fantastic. It's crazy good. It's so good. Quitting cold turkey. It's hard, man. It's hard as fuck. Like, if you do it long enough, it's obviously gonna be fine, but it takes a while, dude. It really does. It really does. Yo, y'all want to watch another video? Is there anything else to watch? I caught up on the Shape and Chairs videos. Azin's videos, I love Azin's videos, but they're a bit long. I don't know if you guys would enjoy watching an Azin video, because like I'll be stuck in that forever. I could watch Azin's videos all fucking day. Oh, Zeppla dropped a new video. You guys want to watch that? Zeppla video. Just play on PlayStation if you want to quit. True. Yeah. Yeah. You literally can't do anything about it. React to a React. Most plugins should be in game anyway. It's true. It's true. But unfortunately, it's just always going to be against TOS. So like, it's hard to defend it. It's really hard to defend it. Oh, you want me to see your plate, Star? Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Why are you a Lalafell? Like, she's cute, but like, why? You gave up Catgirl for Lalafell? I rely so much on 14 combo because I hate a million buttons. I feel you. I feel you. 14 combo is it's a little excessive for me. I actually do use 14 combo for my Astro. Let me explain, okay? Let me explain. I'm not trying to break the game for me. I just listen, this used to be a thing, okay? This used to be a thing. When you hit draw on Astro, draw used to turn into the card, right? But they changed that. They changed it. So now you have to put fucking play on the wait, no, it's not play. Wait, no, I think it is play. Yeah, you have draw and then you have play. My play turns into draw automatically, but because of the 14 combo. But yes, this is how it used to work, and it's so much nicer in my opinion. Like, you just draw, boom, there's the card. I think it's better. I can keep it to one button rather than having to fucking have it on two separate buttons. This is how it used to be. They just changed it for whatever fucking reason, which is super strange because sorry, shut up. They changed it, and I just don't know why, because like they're all about reducing hotbar clutter, but this is the literal opposite. It's the opposite, right? So it didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, loud Lalafells, they're too loud. Dude, I was like, you know, whenever I start my stream, I wait 5 minutes before I talk. I let people come in or whatever, so I can welcome them. I always do a little G pose, right? Usually in a private area, but I was doing it here in Old Charlian, and someone was spamming Sage actions. Like, they were spamming Sage actions, and I could not fucking think, dude. It was like, it was like this. Hold on, let me see. It was like this. It was so loud. Oh my god. And you want to know the funny thing? This is actually a reportable offense. People have gotten in trouble for spamming Holy in Limsa. Haru caught cheating running hacks for DSR. No, absolutely not. I would never. All right, let's watch the Zeppla video, yeah? Let's see. Zeppla speculates on Dragon Song Ultimate. Okay, this is a pretty hot topic because it's gonna drop tomorrow, but I haven't seen any videos on it yet. Oh, this is the 20-minute video. Let's see. What, really? I shit you not. That's actually a real thing. You can get in trouble for spamming loud spells or actions in a very populated area. It's happened many times with Holy. People used to spam Holy in Limsa, and if you report that person, they will get in trouble for it. It's a form of quote unquote harassment, right? So I don't know. It's just what it is. It's just what it is.
Oh, we've got a real exciting week up ahead, Bun Buns, because guess what?
What?
Yes, me. Zeppla. I'm gonna be helping out to cast the world race.
Oh shit, that's cool. Let's go. Wait, who's in there? Okay. Meet the rest of our world race lineup. Mog Talk. Okay. Do I know any of these people? I know Preach. No, Preach. Okay, what about this one? Zeppla. Darian. Do I know Sam Talks? I don't think so. But Preach! Preach, dude! Oh, shit! Nice!
Yeah. I will be helping out to cast it and give my analytical analysis
Nice.
of what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, if you know me, that I'm very
Floor
good at
inspector.
I'm extremely good at knowing exactly what's going on around me at all times in the game. So,
I'm really excited to see Preach casting. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, is that a VTuber? They're gonna have a VTuber caster? Dude, they should have asked me! Oh, man!
Fair.
No one includes me anymore.
In light of that, in light of the very exciting week we have coming up ahead, I wanted to have a little chat with y'all and like sort of pick your brains a little bit.
Too toxic? Haru who?
Expression.
What the? Never say that again. I'm about to ban that term. Haru who? What? Unbelievable. My own chat doesn't even respect me. What the fuck?
It's so nasty. To basically, I want to ask your predictions and expectations from what you think we're gonna see out of the race and out of this ultimate. Like, we don't know anything about it at all. Pretty much all we know is a little bit of hints. That Yoshi P has given us. And
Yeah, they've been very secret, like
live
hush
letters.
about this one.
Which actually,
Where have I been the
looked
past
back
week? I was on
my notes,
vacation.
Stuff that he said specifically about Dragon Song War, and this was in March.
I'm back, though.
First live letter. He said that the weapons dropped.
Haru Husatsu? You... Mod that guy.
Will once again, as is typical for Ultimate, have special effects that look really stand out special effects that are shiny and get everybody's attention and let everybody know that you're a god gamer. The title will also be stand out and will give players the proof of having surpassed the fierceness of battle, whatever that means. So I don't know what the title's gonna be. Do you think
Didn't they data mine debuffs? I am not sure. I haven't really paid too much attention to any data mining. However, someone did send me a data mined image of the model of the boss, and I'm sure it's gonna look much better when it's released. This was like a long time ago they sent me this. This was when it was fresh, but it looked very cursed. It looked really I think this stuff is meant to be seen in game, and it probably also wasn't final, so the textures looked a little concerned. I wasn't the one doing the data mining. It was a screenshot. Someone just sent it to me, and they were like, "Yo, you should look at this on stream." And I was like, "No, I'll get canceled. I can't do that."
it's gonna be another,
But it looked weird.
like,
It'll look better in game.
legend? Like the something legend.
That's why I didn't get
title? I
invited.
think so.
It wasn't even my fault.
I definitely think so. I think it'll probably be like, well, it has to be either dragon related or Ishgard related. So like the Holy Legend or the Draconic.
What do you guys think it's gonna be, huh? Draconic Legend sounds pretty cool. I like that one. I'm a big fan of dragons, okay? Don't get any fucking funny ideas, all right? All right, before anyone starts saying anything sus, don't get any funny ideas. Dragons are cool, okay? That's all they are, cool. Yeah? Yeah, we don't need any more Shivas in here, okay?
Legend or the
Divine Legend. Eternal Legend. Dragon D's Nuts Legend? Fuck you.
the legendary legend, the Turbo Legend.
Unbelievable.
Dragon Song
Base
Legend.
low.
Yeah, but that's so predictable.
I'm new to Final Fantasy 14. Are there rewards like this from old Ultimates? Yes, there are. It's always the same. It's always a shiny weapon of whatever job you want and a fancy title. The title you get on the first clear, and every clear you can spend, it's kind of like a currency. You get a totem every clear, and you can spend that totem on a single weapon. And there's... How many jobs do we have now? Like 16, 18? There's a fuck ton of jobs in the game now. So like if you want one for every job, you gotta keep on clearing. And it's a lot. 19 jobs? Yeah, we have 19 jobs. But oh wait, no, excluding Blue Mage. That one doesn't count.
It's probably gonna be Dragon Song Legend. It's probably.
Dragon Song Legend?
Okay.
I guess so.
Oh, Legend of the First Brood.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's so cool that whatever it is gonna be a letdown from that idea.
I think so too.
That is a.
I think the Ultimate Legend is probably the lamest out of the bunch. I like Legend the best because it's nice and simple. It's clean, nothing too tacky. Vengeful Legend, that one's good too. Yeah, I think Perfect and Legend are great. I think Ultimate Legend sounds a little corny. That's just me. You could argue that Perfect Legend is a little corny as well, but I like Perfect Legend. That one sounds kind of cool. Perfect Legend.
A real good, real cool title idea.
Hey, thank you.
Brood. Because yes, it looks like we are going to be encountering Nidhogg and Hrasmalur. Let me show you the screenshots that they have given us as teasers in the past. They've shown us just a couple, and here's one. So we see Hrasmalur with the Allagan
I'm not gonna
collar
say
around his
anything.
neck, and we see Nidhogg. So
I'm gonna
you
like
look at it and
this.
you immediately think, would Nidhogg do that? To Racefolger? I don't think Nidhogg would do that.
I think he would. I think he would, actually. Pokemon Black and White. True. Yeah, I really think he would. Absolutely. Did you see what the fuck he did to him? He beat his ass and he took his fucking eye.
Okay, even in a really wacky what-if scenario, because Nidhogg was super pissed already about what happened to Bahamut by the aliens. So, it seems unlikely. I don't know who would do that. Thornton totally would do it.
You don't think you don't think he would do it like that?
Yes.
That's true. Maybe Thornton would do it. Yeah, I think so. Haru doesn't know the lore. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do now.
I agree. Okay, here's the other picture. So that is you know where. Nobody could forget being there.
Putting him in a BSM color in a BDSM color might be a bit much, maybe.
You know. If you know,
he's an angry motherfucker, that dragon.
You know. So that looks like to be a different location than where we saw Nidhogg and Racefolger just a second ago. Yeah. So how stable and sturdy is that blue platform? I don't know.
I'm excited to see the Knights. I really want to see the Knights of the Round come out, dude. Ooh, I'm super stoked. I am such a big fan of both Nidhogg and Thornton. Like, oh, dude, this is probably going to be the best ultimate, like, ever. I mean, naturally, because it's the latest one and they have more resources, more budget, and you know they've learned from the previous ultimates and all that. But like, oh, this content is gonna be so good, bro. The dragons and the knights, yes.
Not sure. Okay, and here's the last one that we've seen.
Omega would be the best ultimate, maybe.
Right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Soundtrack will be 100. Yes, I think so.
And there will be Nidhogg and Racefolger involved. But we know that, I mean, wouldn't Nidhogg and Racefolger be fighting with Thornton also? Like, so is this like, how many, are they fighting each other while they're fighting you?
That's true, actually. How are they gonna pull this one off? This one's pretty ambitious, but that's why I'm excited. You know, there's so many questions, but I think this one's gonna fucking slap. I really think so. You think Thornton will be the last phase? Oh, absolutely, no doubt. I really think so. Yeah.
Or is this gonna be like different phases? But then what happened in the previous phase? Like,
yo, what if Estinian pulls up, bro? Like Nidhogg Estinian? Ooh, imagine.
We'll see. We'll just
Thornhog.
I do know also that Yoshpi said that this is going to be less about riddle solving, like less about using your knowledge of lore, well, mostly world first people using their knowledge of lore to try to figure out whatever the riddle is, and then once they figure it out, the mechanic itself isn't that hard, but figuring out is really hard.
Okay, so in the last video, or like 2 videos ago, we watched the Misshapen Chair talking about incentive for like content like this, right? If these fights didn't drop or didn't give you like the crazy weapons and the titles, would y'all still try to clear them? Personally, I would, right? Because like the fight design and like the visuals and just like the amount of work they put into designing these crazy fights, I think I would still fucking do it, bro. It's too cool to pass up. Even if I wouldn't get like a reward for it, I would still do it, man. It's just too cool. Like when UCOP first came out, oh my gosh. When Phoenix came out, dude, that was such a brilliant moment. That was like, holy fuck. We hadn't seen anything like that at the time. Like, let me explain to those who don't know. So in UCOB, when you're about to transition into the last phase, it's the second to last phase, and you complete that phase. One of the mini bosses bind your entire party, and then Bahamut uses Terra Flare, and he kills everyone, right? And normally that would be a wipe, right? But the fight doesn't wipe. And you're just sitting there, you're chilling. The whole party's dead, and it's just silent, right? And he's just like looming over you. But then like this music starts playing, and the Phoenix comes out, and then he revives everyone. Oh my! And he like slams Bahamut too before he shoots. Let me just find it on YouTube. Hold on. It's crazy, man. Play a clip. Yeah, I'll find one really quick. Okay, here. Oh, sorry. I didn't expect it to be that loud. Okay, here we go. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, check this out. Check this out. I'm so sorry. It's so loud. I don't know why. What's on the left? Oh shit, I didn't even see that. Okay. Wait. Let me just skip the whole phase. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So they kill both of the mini bosses and then they all get bound. Turn your camera, bro. Turn the camera. Unbelievable. Turn the camera. Oh my god. All right, whatever. It's fine. But they get completely lit up. Turn the camera. Oh my gosh. Not appreciating the transition, bro. Get a better video. What the fuck? He didn't even watch the whole thing. Okay, well, hold on. Oh, damn, this has voices. Hold on. This is hard, dude. Okay, let's try this one. Triple tank.
Not good or a bad one?
Ah, shut up. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How about this? Final phase. Wait, final phase. UCOB. Yo, Rin, thanks for the year.
Corn on the UCUB.
Welcome to UCUB. Welcome back. Okay, this one looks good. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, we got it. Look at that resolution. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, Rin. Thank you. Okay, here we go. UCUB. Okay. Come on. What was that? Hold on. Oh, it's Mega Flare. Okay. Here it is. Oh! Transition respecters? Oh, man. Bahamut is so cool, man. Oh, fuck. My bad. Here it comes. This is the best part right here. Look, everyone's dead. Ooh, who's that? I wonder who that is. Bitch! Yeah, you thought. You really did. Oh! I lost! Dude, this is like one of the best transitions ever, man. And then he fucking turns golden? Oh! And then the first thing he does is slam the whole party. That's the first thing he does. Dude. Oh, God. I love you, Cobb. It's such a good fight. God damn. I love it.
He says it's not going to be so much of that, but more like execution of mechanics will be the hard part. Like, you'll understand
So
how it
good.
works, but you will have a very difficult time getting past it just from pure mechanical execution of the things.
But the reason I was showing that is because I was asking chat if they hadn't. Well, the thing is, like, they're always gonna implement some rewards with with fights like this or content in general, right? But like, I was asking if they hadn't put rewards behind it, would you still do the fights? Personally, I would, because like the design and the amount of like effort they put into making these fights, dude. It's to me, it's more about the experience. The reward is like, it's like candy at the end. It's like nice, like thanks, man. But it's like a long ass sprint, and then at the end of the race, they have like a big ass jug of ice cold water waiting for you, right? That's what the rewards are to me. But for me, it's most of the experience that I create. I don't even use my ultimate weapons. I've kind of gotten over them, you know. Like they're fun to use when it's fresh, like the hype, and they look cool. But like they get old after a while, and it's hard to make a glamour around ultimate weapons because they're so. The thing is, if you use an ultimate weapon, I think you have to design your glamour around this weapon. The weapon usually does not complement the glamour. The glamour has to complement that bright ass weapon. That's what I dislike about my ultimate weapons. I have a hard time making it. Yeah, they're so loud. They really dictate the direction of your glamour. So I don't really use them anymore. Some I still use because they're just too damn cool. Like for example, the UCOB axe. Oh, dude, it's so cool, so cool. But they just don't go with any of my glamours. It's hard. Is the UCOB the yellow one? Yes, the bright, super saturated mustard yellow weapons. They're shaped well. Like they look pretty fucking cool, and they have like the nice like glowy effects. But that yellow, man, I don't want to have a fucking corn glamour like mustard. Come on, man. It looks weird. I tried doing that at some point, and people would laugh at me, so I had to stop. I couldn't do it.
So, yeah. So he said it's going to be the hardest ultimate ever seen. The hardest ultimate ever released so far.
It looks
he also said
delicious.
it's not going to take 20 minutes, but to not worry about how long it will take.
I don't think people ever really worried about that.
Does that mean significantly longer? Like how?
Yeah, okay, so Yoshi said that this is going to take months to prog. What are the odds of that being legit? Y'all think it's actually going to take several months to clear Dragon Song DSR? I don't think so. No shot, right? 0? Yeah, no way. 2 weeks? I give it 2 weeks as well. Yeah. 2 weeks tops, man. There's no way. Maybe for the average group, but for like gamers, 1 to 2 weeks. In and out, 20 minutes. Devs always underestimate the players. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it's just a debate. I don't know. Who knows? But that's a huge stretch.
What does that mean? I've been wondering about that for a long time.
Wait, what's this? Okay, not gonna lie, Yoshi P kind of toxic. Like Yoshi P is just scaring away the casuals when he should be welcoming everyone to try Ultimate and encouraging them and letting them know that if they put in the effort, they can do it. Well, I don't think he's trying to scare them away. I think he's just trying to let people know that this time around they're going ham. They're going ham with the difficulty, and like it's only for like. The thing is, it's not really meant for... Ultimate has never really been meant for casuals. Yeah, it's true. Anyone can do it if you put in the effort and you get good. Anyone can do it. Is that a copy pasta? It kind of sounded like it, right? But like, just in case you're being legit, I'm pretty sure they didn't... They're not trying to like shit on casuals or anything by any means. It's just, this is one for the hardcore boys, you know? Like, the majority of the content they release in this game, if not all of it, is meant to be accessible by casuals. But every now and then they drop a little something for the hardcore homies, you know? So I'm okay with it. I think it's all right. Yo, what's up, Darian? How you doing?
But we won't know until this week. And
hope you're well. You too. Thank you. Good to see you.
First to get past it. I still don't think it's going to take him more than a week.
I don't think so either. I really don't. Yeah.
Even though Yoshi P said it's the hardest ultimate ever, I don't know if we're going to see a 2 week.
I don't know if we're ever going to see that, but I would like that.
It's going to be even shorter. Funny, but harder.
I would actually be fine with it taking up to 2 weeks because I feel like that makes it interesting, you know? That makes the World Prog a little exciting. Okay. I remember chat at some point telling me that WoW World Prog takes a long time because they design the fights in such a way where only the best of the best can clear them early, right? On Final Fantasy, these raids get cleared within day 1, day 2 tops, right? Not including Ultimate. This is mostly Savage and Extremes, right? But I heard the WoW World Progression was cleared relatively quickly by the best of the best with the best gear as well. But for the average player, oh my god, I heard it takes forever. Didn't T take a week? I heard it did. But back to the subject of WoW. I have never played WoW, and I don't really keep a close eye on like the world race or like how it works. So I don't know. I'm just it's just what I've heard, you know. No, it takes time because they do splits and they change the fight all the time. Oh, that's right. I heard that. Okay, so with Final Fantasy raids, they drop the raids relatively bugless, right? Like bug free. It isn't very often that you see a game breaking bug or like super busted mechanics in these fights, right? When they drop Savage fights, they're usually pretty perfect right out the fucking doors, right? Or the gates. But with WoW, I heard that they beta test those raids. Is that true? Do they beta test raids? What in the world? It kind of ruins the world race, don't you think? That doesn't sound like it would work at all. Yes?
How
What
could
is
it be
that?
so short and so hard?
There's a huge bug right now. Kaiten is missing. Okay, okay.
You know? I still think it's going to be a week. Personally, I really do. I really do. And so, wait a second. As for the comp that people are probably going to bring in there,
You need a red mage.
well, there's this, I mean, thoughts per second is doing really, really well.
But like, do you sometimes? Okay, like in a fight like UCOB, red mage kind of excels, right? Because like in UCOB you can get away with several deaths, but some of these other ultimates not so much, right? Like T. I mean, the thing is, I actually never went and cleared T. I've cleared Uwu and UCOB, but I kind of skipped out on T. I don't know why. I just never did it. But I don't know if I don't know how punishing dying is in T. Right? I've only made it to the transition after BJCC, which is phase 2. I made it to phase 3, and that's it. We died like right there, and that's the furthest I ever saw it. And I never went back in. But I don't know how like recoverable like a couple deaths are in T. But in UCOB, if you have like two or three deaths in like the majority of the phases, trios are a little tricky. I'm not gonna lie, trios are a little tricky. But with a res mage, in UCOB, you can get away with a lot of deaths. You can get away with a lot. Dying in T is a wipe 90% of the time. Jesus, okay. Healers couldn't GCD heal at all in last phase. I like that. Dude, I think they should do that more often. Okay, so remember how we watched that video about healer DPS? I actually love mechanics that kind of just slam healers, and it's just like, yeah, stop DPSing, buddy. Just heal, just heal. I think that's awesome. I feel like that's really intense, you know? That's cool as fuck. Because, like, while it is a DPS loss, the thing is everyone is doing it, right? So I feel like that makes it all right. Like, you kind of have to do it. It's just part of that fight. Like, that's just how it's designed. I think they should implement more mechanics like that. Oh, and P4S was kind of like that. In the very last mechanic with all the AoEs, and like, you know how you have to break all the tethers? You have to do it twice. You have to break a full party of tethers, and then there's a full raid wide, right? And it's very wide, and everyone has to kind of like split very far apart to break these tethers as well. Tons of damage. Week 1, dude, healers had to GCD heal like crazy. Like crazy. I like that design a lot.
I think they were the last one.
Oh, you said healers can't GCD heal because the DPS check is tied. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Oh, because the my bad, I misread. But I like mechanics that force healers to heal. Like, DPS checks are great as well, but those type of situations, I don't know. I would find that fun. What is parsing? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
To
it.
get the world first and ultimate, and so their comp is most likely going to be Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, White Mage, Scholar, Black Mage if it's upper second, Ninja, Bard, and Red Mage. Red Mage got to be in there for the. It's just too convenient to have Red Mage in there for Prog. As for other teams, I have absolutely no idea what they would bring.
Comps don't even really matter that much, and UCOB was a fantastic display of that because the world first team, if I'm not mistaken, it was a Japanese team, a JP team, and they had a Dark Knight, and Dark Knight was arguably the worst job during that time in Stormblood, and everyone was like, Dark Knight cleared UCOB world first. That was like a slap in the face. Like, yeah, shut up, bitch. Like, you can clear these ultimates like week 1 with any job usually. Dark Knight was in a terrible place back then, and it was world first. It was one of the jobs in the world first team. So play whatever you want, but Red Mage is probably pretty good, depending on how punishing deaths can be.
They can play what they want. Yeah, the thing about thoughts per second,
it kind of depends how good the team is, right?
They really just let people play the job that they really like and want to play.
Dude, I like that about TPS. They're homies. They play whatever they want. They're just gamers.
Allows you to do that, actually. Yeah, they're not that hung up on the comp. But the game allows you the freedom to do that because the jobs are all good.
Yeah. Posture check. Thank you.
Thinking about what the... Yeah, it's a real shame that they don't stream. It's
It
a
really
real
is.
show.
It really is. Oh, did you guys see Sphia streaming earlier today? I don't know if he's still live, but he was streaming his whole team playing some like game where they were doing they were like, it was kind of like Mechanic Simulator, right? Where they were solving different puzzles as a full team. And I guess it's kind of like getting back in the habit of working together. Pico Park? Yeah, Pico Park. The block pushing? Yeah. Like, obviously, it's nowhere near as difficult or challenging or complex as these mechanics and ultimates. These are ridiculous sometimes. But it was a wholesome little thing. The secret server, yeah, the secret server. It was a wholesome little thing to watch, and it gets them back in the swing of things, you know, playing with each other again. But I don't even think they would have to go that far. Like, they're just all cracked. They are all just cracked. The Day Zero Prog. Hey, thanks for the follow.
As long as you don't double up, pretty much.
Team building exercises,
but
precisely.
I can't imagine not taking a white mage. Like, the only question for them would be white mage or astrologian. But I mean, now that the lilies are fixed, and white mage has such a good mobility and so much free healing, like I don't see. But then again,
They could play anything. Like, they could definitely pick certain jobs to make it easier on themselves, but they could play anything and it'd be fine.
Macrocosmos, though. I mean, yeah, Macrocosmos can
True.
be a game changer depending on what the mechanics are like. I would imagine that for World First Raiders, they have a couple of jobs ready to go in case there's a mechanic that someone would need to switch to that would just be significantly better to get past that particular thing. Also,
Wait, hold on. Let me take a look at this really quick. Okay. Hey, what's this? So, Goalie sent me this image, and he says that they should implement this into Final Fantasy. So it says enable skill target forwarding. What is that? Enable skill miss chance penalties while moving. When checked, you will attempt to execute your skills on your target's target if the original target is not valid. How do you guys pronounce it? Astrologian? It's Astrologian. Some people say Astrologian, but it's Astrologian. Show the vitals. Oh, wait. Is this like a WoW thing? What is this? That makes healing so easy? Yeah? When checked, you will attempt to execute your skills on your target's target if the original target is not valid. Oh! Wait, so like, if you try healing while targeting the boss, it just heals the tank since it's aggroed? Or since he's aggroed? Is that what this is? I don't know, man. That sounds a little easy. That's like as easy as mouse over, I feel. The quality of life would be crazy good, but like a little too good in my opinion. I can see some healers really wanting this, but I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a macro on WoW. We call that easy mode. I don't know. I feel like this would be a bit much. It's a little too much spoiling. Massive quality of life. Yeah, I feel like it's too massive, too much.
in patch 6.1 website, let me pull this up for you.
But it's a bit weird because like people who play WoW will probably think it's fine, you know? Like they're used to that. So they would probably say, "Oh, that's fine." But someone who has only played Final Fantasy like me, like in my case, I'd be like, that doesn't that seem a little bit too easy? But it's just what I'm used to, you know. So like I'm already like conditioned to think that would be too easy, if that makes sense. So who knows? Who knows? Controller only then? Okay, I can see that being fair for controllers. I can see that being all right for controllers because, dude, I don't know how many of you guys who play on PC have tried controller, but I cannot imagine healing on controller, dude. Like having to push like the D-pad buttons, like you have to spam to like cycle through the whole party. What is that? What is that? That sounds like shit. So I can see that being fantastic for controller players, but I don't think mouse keyboard really needs it because like you already have so much like accessibility on mouse keyboard. It's chill as fuck. It's easy? Are you sure? Is it easy or are you just good?
Regarding the ultimate section,
Or am I just bad?
Here's what it says, okay? There are no ifs in history, yet man is wont to cast his mind toward the path not walked.
Skill issue. Yeah.
Thus spoke the wandering minstrel, which is Yoshi P. And at his urging, You reflect upon bygone trials with newfound perspective. Your imagination stirred by the man's masterfully woven verse. You dream of an alternate conclusion to the dragon song War.
Ooh.
The question is,
I like how they kind of like design this stuff to like kind of make sense, you know? What if Haru was Lala? Not happening. My alt though. Both really are easy. Well, the thing is, mouse keyboard is definitely easier, right? So knowing how easy it is on mouse keyboard, it seems kind of like, I don't know, bro. It's just, I can see myself like fumbling around and like targeting the wrong person, or like I'll mash a little too hard and like go too far ahead and then I'll heal the wrong person. It's just like, fuck, you know? Like I feel like I can be a little messy. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Oh, and the bits. He's on 100 bits, man. Healing controllers is that bad. It takes some getting used to, but still doable. I have an elite controller, so the back buttons help me. Ooh, okay. Hey, you're a little cheater, man. You got the pay-to-win controller.
what will Thornton do that he was not allowed to do in the actual conclusion to the Dragon Song War? That could mean a lot of different things, because he wanted to do a lot of insane things that he was stopped from doing. Merge with dragons. See, that's what I thought. With terrain. I think it's possible, and I was talking about this with Tag earlier, and we kind of both agree. He's probably gonna get all the eyes from the dragons, and he's going to consume the dragons, and he's gonna transform into like a dragon god king. And be insanely powerful, because you have to imagine,
I think so too. Yeah.
Dragons in the lore are, I think, the most powerful entities in the lore right now.
So cool.
They are otherworldly, extremely ancient entities.
Yo, I don't know if you guys are gonna like this, but I'm actually a little interested in the new WoW expansion. Okay. Oh, hear me out. I have never played WoW seriously before. I've probably spent a total of like an hour or two tops in WoW, and this is both retail and classic put together. I've spent like maybe an hour on classic and an hour on retail. I don't really know how to play WoW. I don't know anything about it, but I am a big fan of dragons. I find them very fucking cool and fascinating. I think they're badass, and they're like designing an entire expansion around dragons. So like, bro, the dragons, bro. What about the dragon people? Okay. I'm not really interested in those kind of dragons, but the dragon that saved the little rock man, that was cool, bro. That was cool. I like dragons. They're cool as fuck, man. They're cool as fuck. They're so cool, man. Okay, listen. I am trying to be as hopeful as possible for all the WoW Andes and their game. I hope that the new expansion is good. I really do. WoW is like a cousin to Final Fantasy, and I don't want to see the game fail. Obviously, like Blizzard got what was coming to them with all the like the whole team being really fucking trashy and shit. They got what the fuck was coming to them, but I hope they can turn shit around and drop a good expansion for their players and for their brand. You know, it'd be such a waste to kind of throw WoW, like just to throw WoW in the trash. You know, like that game was great for a long time. You know, let's not really talk about the worst expansions, but the good one, like the good times were good, bro. Bring the good times back. You know, not with classic. I heard they're dropping Lich King as well, so that's interesting. But Blizzard can burn. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like for me, I think I kind of just really want something similar to Final Fantasy to play during Final Fantasy's dry cycles, you know? Like when Final Fantasy is just really dry and I've already done the Savage raids and I've already basically I have my bits and I'm not really interested in gearing up any more jobs, and I don't want to fucking parse and go for like ranks. I don't really care for that anymore. Sometimes there just isn't really enough to really keep me like wanting to play every day. And the thing is, I love playing this game fucking every day, but there comes a point where I play so much to the point where like I kind of exhaust like the options that I give myself, right? Like I could go craft, but I don't find crafting enjoyable. I don't find gathering enjoyable either. I think it's perfectly fine and you can make money, but like it's not very entertaining for me. I like raiding, but even the raiding gets a little excessive after a while because you're doing the same thing over and over again. I would love kind of like Mythic Plus like dungeons whenever I hear about Mythic Plus dungeons, I get jealous. I kind of wish we had that in Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy's dungeons are very well designed aesthetically, and the bosses are cool as fuck, and the mechanics are interesting, but they're always easy as fuck. You go in, you kill it, and then you're done. You know, you're done. That's it. Fuck the timers. Oh, I understand that, but I mostly mean like I mostly mean like higher difficulty dungeons would be cool. Let me explain that a bit better. Like if they were, I think they're gonna do that with the Criterion dungeons. I just want something other than raiding, man. Like we have raiding and Eureka / Bosja. That's usually what we have. We haven't had deep dungeon in forever. We've only had fucking Heaven on High and Palace. So like that content's been dead as fuck for a while. You can still go back and do it, but dude, it's outdated. Like bring out a new one eventually. You know, it's been how many years? That would be nice. So if we got a new deep dungeon and plus the Criterion dungeons as well, dude, I would have a blast. It's just, I love raiding, bro. I love raiding, but I want like a different type of high-end PvE to enjoy aside from just raiding all the time. I've been raiding for 8 fucking years, man. I want something fresh, you know? PvP is great, but I'm a PvE guy. PvP for me is very seasonal. Like I play PvP when I feel like it, right? Like when I'm in the mood to go kill some people, then I'll do that. But for the most part, I like PvE. You know, why is the streamer using a female model as a male? Because I feel like it, homie. I like more difficult dungeons with affixes, but I don't really like speedrunning them. I don't really care too much about the speedrunning. I just want a challenge with dungeons because they're all so easy, man. And it's such a waste. You go in, you kill it once, and then you don't really see it again unless it's the expert roulette cycle, or you get it maybe once in a blue moon in a leveling roulette. You know? Where's the relic at? True. Just play another game. Oh, I don't want to play another game. I want to play Final Fantasy.
And pretty much every time you fight one, you need to have like powers of a dragon to defeat one of these things. So think of that.
Would you like raids to have modifiers on them to spice up raiding? I don't know how they would do that. I really don't know how they would do that because they already kind of have Savage and then the normal mode, right? I don't think they would ever do that. Like, I think that would be really cool to have, but I don't think they would ever really do that. They'd more be like, it would just be like a fun little thought to have, but knowing Square Enix, that won't ever happen. Like the way that they have the difficulties set up with raids, it's already so set in stone. And if you really want the crazy challenge, what they give you is ultimate, you know? That's what it is. So it's a bit rough.
Combined with thousands of years of prayer, as him in like a basically primal Thornton form combined with the dragons. We're just, as far as speculation on what's going to happen in the fight goes, you're pretty much just throwing...
Haru, brother, quick question for science. What's your tuber model's kitten size? For research purposes and not gonna dream about them.
Thanks for the $3. What the fuck is a kitten size? Tell you what, bro. Send me a DM and I'll give you the answer, okay? I'll keep it off stream. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a prank.
Right
Troll face.
What could happen? I remember he definitely wanted to merge with the Warring Triad. He wanted to
honestly, Haru, I sort of hated Mythic Plus dungeons, not for the difficulty, but the speed running part. It just made dungeon running a toxic cesspool. What do you mean by that? Is that like a problem with the player base? Like do all the players only want to speed run? Because like I don't really so much care about the speed running. I just want to have like a challenge, you know? Yo, Jav, buddy, thanks for the prime. Enjoy your badge and your emotes, bud. Welcome, fam. Because, like, if the entire player base is always pushing to speedrun all the time, then that kind of sucks. Oh, it has a time limit. I see. Oh, well, that's the thing. Like, if they were to implement, like, Savage tier dungeons into Final Fantasy, I don't think they would ever, like instances have a timer in Final Fantasy as well.
My boobies.
But...
my massive fucking titties. My super stuffed up milkies. My hunger bonger doinky boinkies.
Oh no.
My fabric stretching wind.
Oh god. I'm sorry.
Super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking.
Oh Jesus. All right, thanks for the bits, man. I am sorry, people. I'm sorry. Yeah. Forgive my like chat's behavior. That's just how they get sometimes. Okay, listen, it pays the bills. I hate to say it, but it pays the bills. Anyway, If they were to implement like Savage tier dungeons into Final Fantasy, we would still have the lockout, but like, how does the timer work? I'm not sorry. I am. Okay, can someone answer me this question? How do the timers for Mythic Plus dungeons work in WoW? Is it like a much shorter timer than say Final Fantasy's lockouts? Because Final Fantasy's lockouts are pretty long. I did run into a bit of a problem, however, when I was doing a mentor relay way back in like December of last year, and I was getting all the new players for like Ramu and Leviathan Extreme. It would have been nice to have at least a 90-minute lockout. By default, Duty Finder trials are like, what is it, an hour, 60 minutes? 90 minutes would have been nice, in my opinion. I think it's 20 to 30 minutes. That is absurd. No, like lockouts for dungeons in Final Fantasy are long. I think it's over an hour, no? Or maybe it's just an hour. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really checked a lockout timer for a dungeon. But Raid is 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Did Haro watch Pine's new video? I did. Timer works like this. If anyone in the group dies, it takes time from you. You lose time? You lose time if you die? Oh my gosh, that's even more toxic. Okay, I will admit that's a very fucking poor design choice. That's a huge flaw. I feel like those mythic dungeons would be very, very good if you weren't expected or forced by the fucking devs to speedrun it, right? I think you should be able to do it at whatever pace you want, so long as you're getting it done, right? Like, just make it the difficulty, not like speed should not be a difficulty. That like speed is just a pain in the ass. If that's what it sounds like to me. So I'm hoping Criterion dungeons are similar to Mythic in the sense of hard difficulty for a dungeon, right? I think that's very creative and it could be very fun. But the super small timer, that's excessive. You don't need that. You don't need all that. That's a lot. I just want hard dungeons. That's what I want from Criterion. That's why I made the community to only take like the players that are overgeared so no one new can run them. Yeah, I can see that being very toxic as well. And the thing is, Yoshi hates it when people can't be included in Party Finder and shit like that. So there's no way they would ever make that mistake. So here's the Criterion dungeon being good on release. I really hope so. I just want hard dungeons, man, because the dungeons in this game are so well designed. They look great. The bosses are cool. The mechanics are pretty interesting. It's just they don't hit very hard and they're not very punishing, you know? So it's not very interesting. And it just seems like a waste because these dungeons get forgotten. Like almost immediately, they get tossed into a leveling roulette or mentor roulette, and you never see them again. And then you get to do one of 2 dungeons in expert roulette that also get tossed into the big fucking pack of dungeons in leveling. You know, it's a big like, yeah, sure, you have the chance of getting all those dungeons again, but it's such a small chance. Like I have gotten for leveling roulette, I mostly just get the Endwalker dungeons for my leveling roulette. To be honest with you guys, I only ever get the Endwalker dungeons for leveling. I never get like Sastasha hard or some shit, you know? And the worst part is that I get level synced, right? The level sync is put there so the dungeons aren't super trivial and like super easy when you get thrown into it. But what I dislike about the level sync is that I have to use my level 50 kit. That's what I dislike about it. Oh shoot, Nay, thanks for the 10 gifts. Yo, and Ender, thanks for the bit as well. Thank you, Nay. Shoosh. Thank you, man. So I'm really hoping they make dungeons fun. I really want them to be fun, honestly. Wait, who the fuck is crafting right next to me? That shit is so loud. Oh my god. I'm trying to have a conversation with my homies, okay? Jesus. And I'm also like trying to slowly watch this video.
Soon the warring
Thanks again, Nay. Thank you, man.
To like consume and absorb their power to become even more powerful being.
Hey, thanks for the follows.
Stopped him from doing that. But what if instead, I don't think there's gonna be Warring Triad in this, because I think in the past Yoshi said that he wanted to do another ultimate that involved Warring Triad. So I don't think that we're gonna see, it would just be way too much going on. But considering the fact that he already is established to want to do crazy stuff like that he would absolutely try to consume.
Another thing is I love AoEing. I don't really like doing AoE in Raid. I feel like ad phases in Raid is a little awkward, to be honest. I don't know if you guys agree with this take, but I find trash packs or like ad phases in Raid, I find it very awkward. I don't think it really fits. I feel like Raid should usually stay a single target type of deal, or 2 targets at most. 2 to 3 targets limit, right? Nothing more. I think 2 targets is the soft spot if you want to have more than 1 target. But ads is a bit awkward in my opinion for Savage. But the thing is, AoEing is fun. Like I love doing AoE on Reaper, on Machinist, on Summoner, on Red Mage. AoE can be very fun, and it's so satisfying, bro. You're slamming all these mobs with huge attacks. It's so satisfying. So I would love harder hitting mobs that actually asked me to use shit like Bloodbath, you know, or stuff like that. AoEing is also branded, true, but it's so satisfying though. It's branded, but satisfying as fuck. It's good. I love it. It feels great to me, honestly. Like, yeah, you don't really push too many buttons, but it does feel really good, dude. It feels great. I'm sorry, but when I get that fucking Communio on a pack of like 7 mobs, dude, I feel something deep inside me. It's just like a primal like feeling. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Or like on Machinist, when you hit them with the Bioblaster, and they all get dotted. Oh yes, all the value, man. It feels good.
Nidhogg and Hraesvelgr and become the Dragon God King. That usually in the final phase of an ultimate, you will see a new creation, like something new you haven't seen before.
I agree with her. I think
different.
I think he's gonna have like dragon elements on him with the eyes and shit.
That's my guess. That's my guess. I mean, what if? I mean, he could just drink dragon blood, but I guess that would be pretty much the same thing as consuming the dragons. Yeah. I also wonder if Estinian will show up in some way.
That's what I was saying. I really wonder if Estinian will show up. That'd be
maybe Shiva.
That'd be cool. Shiva.
It's possible, but I think Estinian.
I think Estinian is more likely to pop up in Dragon Song over Shiva for sure. Yeah, I think so.
Estinian is more likely to show up.
Yeah, truly.
Shiva. And actually, I was thinking about this thing with the Dragon God King idea. We were throwing around earlier, and looking at the concept art for someone corrupted by being absorbed by a dragon's power. And just look at that and think about it, you know. Wait, let me turn this off so you can see.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is one of the best fights in the game. Heavensward was such a fantastic expansion, dude. Like, this was the first expansion. The designs of the bosses, the fights, like, oh my gosh, man. This fight was one of the best. This one and like Knights of the Round, Sephiroth. Zervan was kind of dog shit, but Zervan sounded cool in Japanese. I like that. Same Heavensward story. I'm sorry, bro. I'm a boomer. I'm passionate. It's so good. It's so good. Hey, I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Xeno. I'm sure he goes off about fucking dark arts all the time. Listen, it was a different time, okay? It was a different time. You can still experience it, but man, back then it was something magical. It really was. Have you seen Yoshi P's stance on toxicity and PvP/AFK players? No, I haven't. Do you have like an article I can read or something?
Just think about that. I mean, the concept.
Thanks for the hype train, y'all. That was really nice. Thank you.
Cool. It's so badass. Imagine Thornton, but like that, right?
I think he'll definitely look like that. Oh, and a cool thing about this is for all the Dragoon players, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Chaotic Spring or whatever the fuck it's called, the upgrade to Chaos Thrust, your dot, it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's called Alamorn. It's the tank buster that this guy uses in the fight, in Nidhogg's Rage or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's the buster. It looks so cool, dude. It's a little lazy, but it at least looks cool.
Just letting imagination run wild right now, because anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's all what ifs. It's all what if scenarios.
It comes out tomorrow though, so.
What if all the knights become draconic? What? Oh, I didn't even think about all the knights.
That could happen,
that would be so cool.
Nestron too comes from this fight. You're right, Nestron does come from this fight.
It makes sense that your legs would probably get pretty puny, don't you think? If you're flying around all the time, you're like, they're gonna be like sylph legs.
This is gonna be a really fun time, man. I cannot wait. We waited too long for this shit. Been a long time coming.
What if you? Oh wait, what
These
if
are the follows,
you,
yo.
the player? What if you get a debuff that makes you, like get wings and dragon scales?
Am I gonna raid with Savix? Potentially. We were talking about it, but the thing is, Savix has a really strange idea. For the sake of content, right? And I don't know if it's a good idea. We were talking about it last night, and I was telling him that it's kind of like it's kind of dumb, but he really wants to do it. So I don't know. I won't tell you guys just yet, unless he's like talked to you guys about it. But I don't know. He has a very sussy idea for that ultimate prog. So ask him about it and see what he tells you. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing with a couple groups. So I'm gonna have a group I'll be playing with right away when it releases. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming it right off the bat because there's gonna be so many people streaming it. I'll maybe and then I'm also gonna be raiding with my main group, my Savage group that I've been playing with for like years now. I'll be doing ultimate. We're gonna be doing ultimate for the first time as a group, as a static, in like 2 months, because or like a month or two. I forget how long we're gonna wait, but it's because a couple of them have like stuff like school or like some shit, and they can't raid yet. So we're gonna do it later down the line. But I'm gonna be playing with another group as well. So ooh, I'm gonna be doing a lot of ultimate, dude. I'm excited.
What if you turn into a Drakthir in the process?
Didn't he say he wouldn't do MSQ until next year? He did say that. But look at him now.
I would be very
We got him.
surprised if there was not going to be some kind of dragon corruption going on in this ultimate. I would be real surprised. I'd be real surprised.
It's gonna be a cool ass fight. It really is gonna be a cool ass fight.
But I'm trying not to get my hopes up for Shiva appearing, as cool as that would be.
Matt, hold on. Is that a data mine thing of the boss? I can't look at that on stream, dude. I can't do that. I can't do that. No? Okay. Let me put on the side just to be safe. What the fuck? What is this? Thornton looking dripped out. What the fuck? Yo, ban this kid. What the? I don't even want to see that again. What the fuck was that? What do you mean, hell yeah? I mean, I guess he does. Final phase confirmed. Oh, shit.
Yeah. And don't forget, though, Yoshi said that if you're not a world first player and you're just going to try it out as soon as the content releases like everybody, be prepared to spend at least 5 months.
5 months?
That's if you're like not world first, but pretty good.
5 months?
That's what he said.
Okay, yeah.
So
Sure. Whatever you say, old man.
I mean, that's a little concerning.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit concerning. Oh, what if
Okay.
Thornton turns into the Dragon God King?
Bro, she's been on this for like 10 minutes.
Guardswarmer shows up, and he buffs you up so you can fight Thornton.
Oh, like UCOB?
The Dragon
That could work.
God King, kind of like how
UCOB, yeah.
Phoenix buffs you up in UCOB, I think it was. Fight Golden Bahamut.
Uh-huh. It's just a theory, yeah.
With Midgardswarmer is like,
How long if the healers do damage, though? It'll shave off a month.
you know, Daddy Dragon comes in and decides.
Har, have you already said what your favorite fight is aesthetically? What is my favorite fight aesthetically? I don't want to fucking see anyone in chat saying Ramu or the fucking Monster Hunter one, Rathless. Listen, those, we don't talk about those. Those are fucking cursed. My favorite fight aesthetically. You guys can go ahead and drop your favorite fights too. I want to see what you guys think. What's mine though? Fuck, dude. There's so many good ones. Oh, damn, there's too many. I gotta really think about this one. I'm gonna say trials. I'm gonna exclude the raids because the raids are like the raids are too cool. So I'm gonna pick a trial, okay? Let me think. Tsukuyomi. It has to be Tsukuyomi for me, man. The red moon or whatever, and then the black and the white, like half and half arena. Tsukuyomi's badass, dude. And then the music, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hands down Tsukuyomi, man. I totally forgot about her. Oh, weeb? I don't even think you have to be a weeb to enjoy that fight, bro. That fight is just so damn good. Shut up! It's a good ass fight. Oh, See the Sacrifice too. You're right. Damn, See the Sacrifice is so good. Oh, stop. I can't. You can't make me pick. I can't decide. This is too hard for me, man. They're all so good. Mod King. Mod that guy. Oh, damn. Susanoo is really cool as well. Big ass when he gets like super big and he like comes out of the water and he big ass sword. Oh, dude. Damn. See the Sacrifice though, dude, with the limit breaks. Oh my god, with the meteors, dude. LB3. Oh. Hades. Fuck, they're all so good. Yeah, come on, bro. If Final Fantasy ain't the best MMO, like the best looking MMO you guys have played, I don't know what is. I guess you could argue Lost Ark's visuals are comparable or if not better, but Final Fantasy does it for me, man. This game makes me coom. It's just so pretty, man. The music, the sound design, the effects. Oh, it's all so good. The only one that I think is a little is probably King Mogomog, right? But even that one's all right. Concerned? Yeah, Final Fantasy's bosses are too fucking epic, man. Yeah, Final Fantasy has a music advantage. Yeah, Square Enix, bro. Come on. Oh, it's just so good. Horror acting moist. I can't help it, man. I just love all these fights. I really do. These trials are insane. Oh my, I haven't even done the extreme of this patch. Endsinger. I haven't done it. Dude, and that song is so good. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, it's so good. So good.
To take control of the situation.
Do it? I have to. I need to get to it at some point.
What if the 12 Dragon Knights doing spins and flips?
It's not that one? Yeah, I heard they didn't put that song in the extreme version. What are they thinking? Unbelievable. They missed the golden opportunity to use the best song of the expansion, and they didn't even put it. Hotfix it, man. I'll correct the mistake. No one's gonna be upset. Just put the good one, the good song. Come on, man. Oh.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, all of the 12 Dragon Knights, so basically the Knights 12, they're going to turn into Dragon Knights, and they're all going to be doing spins and flips at different times, and they're all going to have dragon eyes.
Sorry.
And then they're all going to have dragon heads, and the dragon heads are all facing in different directions, and every one of them has a tether attached to them that attaches to a player, but they all have different colors. Strioto, it's funny you say that.
I'm sure there's a plugin for it. Yeah, it's called buying the OST and then putting it into your local files in Spotify and then putting it on replay. Oh my gosh.
A test of your reflexes, because Yoshi literally said.
Oh my gosh, I did that.
Difficulty is adjusted
I did that
with the aim of testing your reflexes. He actually said that. But I think it'll be not only a test of your reflexes, but a test of your patience.
I'm scared of
well.
LR coming back. What's LR?
You need immense patience to prog Ultimate.
Wait, there's a plugin for picking your BGM on Dalamud? Are you for real? Wait, I thought that was a joke. Wait, Brian, you were being for real? Oh, shit. Wait. We don't use plugins here, though. We don't use third-party tools. Oh,
You
Light
need to,
Rampage.
like,
That's right.
dying the exact same
Dala,
way
what?
over and over for 5 hours straight. And then go back and do the same thing again the next. Actually, that's casual. That's casual hours. 5 hours.
Dala, what?
Like, actually, I wonder how many people took
He
off
doesn't
work
know.
this
I
week
don't. What?
So they could be hardcore about the raid this week.
It's just
5
an
hours
update when
is
you woke up.
nothing.
Yeah, it's a bug.
It's nothing.
All right, I'm gonna end the video here. This one was kind of. I thought this was gonna be a bit more like of like kind of like a more serious video, but this one was just like a fun little video where she was kind of just like speculating and joking around. But oh my gosh, dude, Ultimate is gonna be crazy. Lost Ark would like a word about rating counters. What's this? Oh! This is a little intense, don't you think? A lot. Okay. It's a light party. All right, that looks kind of cool. She's gonna steal your credit card. Oh man, you can't do them like that, bro. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a dungeon, bro. Wait, is this the dungeon where Savix was trying to make the argument like, bro, Haru, Final Fantasy raids just do not compare, and he was doing a dungeon. I was like, come on, Savix, a dungeon, bro. Opera 1000. That's cool. I will admit, I think Lost Ark's visuals are pretty fucking cool. I think the combat is fucking amazing and super satisfying, but I don't know. I didn't make it past level 40. So like I feel like I can't really give my opinion on it because I never finished the leveling, and I didn't even do endgame, right? I never made it. For me, it just wasn't the game for me, you know? I prefer games with controls like Final Fantasies and WoWs, right? Like I like the free camera, and I like WASD, and I like 1 2 3 4 5 and all this shit. I like it a lot. I mean you hit 1 2 3 4 5 on Lost Ark. Wait, not. I mean you could if you set it up, but I think it's like you hit like the movement keys that you would normally use are like on Final Fantasy are like the actions by default on a Lost Ark, right? And then you also use items very frequently, while in Final Fantasy you just pop your food and you call it a day, or like you use a potion every now and then. But you use items way more frequently in Lost Ark. And then not to mention the camera angle is kind of like fixed like this. This is like the camera angle right here, and then you have to move with your mouse. And I got used to the movement, but the movement took me some time. I'm not gonna lie. It took me some time to get the hang of, because I've never played League. I've never played Diablo. I've never played PoE. I've never played any of that stuff. So it was very different for me. Very different. When you hear Endwalker OST. Ooh. Okay. Wait, what's this? But I do think it's a good game for those who enjoy that kind of play style. You know, I think it's a fine game, excluding the gacha aspects of it, the pay to win, all that. I think it's an alright game, just not really for me. You can't jump in Lost Ark. True, you can roll and dash, I guess. What the fuck? I like this. Okay. Oh. Let's go. All right. Oh shit. Oh. Like this. I thought this one was all right. This one's good, but like it doesn't make me like it doesn't I don't feel chills with this one, but it is good. It is good. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh, is this 13 Reasons? Oh man. I'm about to cry, bro. Oh, what the fuck? Aw. I love that song, especially this part right here. Oh, fuck. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, man. Oh, man. I cannot wait to use this song in one of my videos, bro. I can't wait. Oh, man, I'm so ready. I am so ready. Dude, that was a good video. I really like that. Why doesn't that have more views? That was good. Ah, crying right now, bro. Oh, my God. Thanks for the redemption. That was good, man. Didn't even play the song. Yeah, they didn't play that. Gosh, that was the best one. That was the best one. Hey, thanks for the follow. Dude, you guys have been fantastic today with the follows. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. All right, this is my favorite song right here. This is my favorite song right here, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. A test of your wait, is it of or for? A test of your reflexes. So good. You didn't pat me? Where you at? Come here. I'm quitting? No, don't quit. It's fine. Oh man, I love this song. When this song hit in that trial, I lost it, dude. Oh my God, it just makes you want to sweat, don't it? Have you heard Husky's version of the song? Yes, I have actually. It's fucking fantastic. Oh, it's so good, dude. I can listen to this all day. I really could. I really could. Anyway, boys and girls, my friends. As much as I hate to say it, I've been streaming for quite some time today, and unfortunately, I started stream a little late, so I'm gonna call it a night a little sooner than I normally do tonight. I have to get some rest because I woke up super fucking late. And I stayed up pretty fucking late as well. So my friends, I'm so sorry to abandon you all a little prematurely. I never really stream for only like 3.5, 4 hours. I usually make it to like 5, but I'm going to be calling it a night right about now. I'm so sorry, bros. But I won't be gone forever, okay? See you in 7.0? No, that's not true. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to sign off. God damn. Wait. Hold on. Oh my. Okay. So it's gonna be a little rough because ultimate flashbang. Dude, what the fuck? Unbelievable. Anyway. Okay, listen. Fuck. Okay, the ultimate patch is gonna be a little rough for me because I'm not gonna be streaming it right out the rip. I'm gonna be doing some other stuff, but I will stream very soon. Okay, I'll stream within this week. I might not stream tomorrow or the day after, but I will stream within the next 3 days. Okay, so look out for me. All right, my dudes. Before I go, I have socials. Okay, I have a Discord server. Your boy has a Discord server, and that's where I ping everyone when I go live. Yeah. The Twitch notifications are garbage. So join the server. Secondly, I do have a Twitter account. I drop some memes, some spicy memes, if you know what I'm saying, every now and then on Twitter. So follow the Twitter. And lastly, I have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to your boy. Support me because I'm working hard. I'm learning how to edit so I can drop some funny stuff for you guys to watch whenever I'm not streaming. What the fuck?
My massive fucking titties.
I'm trying to be heartfelt here, bro. Okay. All right.
My fucking fabric.
I can't even think, bro. Okay. Listen. I'm gonna raid someone, so hold on just a second. I'm gonna raid someone, okay? Dudes, tonight we had a fucking fantastic stream. Thank you so much, everyone who pulled up. I appreciate all you guys. Savix. Shut the fuck up! Savix, buddy, thank you so much for the host. Thanks so much to everyone who stuck around. Thanks so much to everyone who tuned in for the first time and dropped the follow. Thanks so much for all the subs, the bits, the donations. Thank you all so much for all the support. You guys are fantastic. Don't fucking play that again.
Oh, these.
What? Stop!
My boobies.
Stop!
My massive
Stop!
fucking titties.
That's it.
My super stuffed up milk.
I'm gonna raid someone
My
now.
hunger bonger doinky doinky.
I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna raid. Who should I fuck? Who should I raid? I'm gonna raid Spoofy. What the fuck? Wait. No. You
sound like a
you can
whiny
see my
little bitch.
thighs. Okay, hold on. Okay. We're gonna raid Spoofy. Okay, I'm gonna raid Spoofy. Good night. You guys have a fucking good night. I'm gonna raid Spoofy.
My super stuffed up milky.
All right.
My hunger bonger.
Join the raid.
My
I'll be
fucking
back
fabric
soon.
stretching, wind flapping,
I'll be back soon.
You mean these super duper ultra
All right.
goddamn motherfucking.
Thanks so much for watching today, y'all. I really appreciate each and every one of you. All jokes aside, you guys are very fantastic individuals, and I'll be back very soon so we can have some more fun. We can chillax. We can maybe do some ultimate. We'll have some fun. We'll do some more reacts, all that shit. But look out for your boy, okay? I'm not gonna be gone for good. Love you guys very much. Thanks so much for being here. You guys take it easy. Be safe. Be safe, my friends.
Oh, these. My boobies.
Oh,
My